All right, so I'm starting the live stream a couple minutes early because Taste Tester number one asked me to play tonight. Those of you guys who are always asking about Taste Tester number one and his guitar and bass version, he's here tonight because he asked me to play. So while I get the fire started, he is going to play something for us. So we have a few minutes before we get in here because the live stream is set for 9. It's 1:15. So shout out to anybody who's here a little early. Shout out to those who are here a little early. Let's see. Anybody here you want to comment and say hi? Let's see who is that. What up, Kirk? He says, hey, yo. What up, Kirk? How you doing? This lesson number one is going to play us in. Give everybody a couple minutes to get in here. Kirk, how you doing this evening? Let's see if I can see the comments. We have more folks that are here. All right, Kirk said I'm ready to rock out. All right. The Crizzle family said, what's up, brother? Good to hear from you. I want to try some of your barbecue. Hit me up on Instagram. Maybe I can work out something. We can get it in the mail to you. So you want to tell them what you're playing or what you're doing? Or...
I'm just playing stuff.
Okay.
There's nothing in particular.
Well, just, this is me playing the left thing. This is me playing the right thing. Kirk says, I'm great, brother. What's soccer day? So my lab's normal. Got me back to check. God is good. That's what's up. Kirk, did you do that thing yet? Involving a round thing and a finger? Fingers okay?
Yeah, it's better.
So, he hurt his finger. I'm not going to say how he hurt his finger. He hurt his finger and like pinched his finger really bad. So show him. Get closer.
Yeah.
It was better. It looks much better now than it did before. All right, you can. So, but he was concerned. He was hurt. He couldn't play the guitar. He was like, I can't play the guitar. Yeah. Instagram is Steel Drum Smokers. Hold on. Let's see. I think it's, yep, there it is right there. Steel Drum Smokers. Okay. All right, Kurt. I won't bring it up again. Bring the smoke. Says, hey, yo, what's up with you, man? How you doing this evening? So I'm out in the garage, and I'm just like, I felt like I wanted to light a fire tonight. So we're hanging out in the garage, but Taste Lesson number one asked me to play, so he's here. We're here a couple minutes early before I get the fire started, so he can. I feel like this is a.
That's what it is.
I want a lot of fire, girl. And smoke some meat. You're gonna love what I cook.
The end. Barbecue Mike, what up, Mike? How you doing? Kirk said I'm breaking up bad on his feed. I just got home today from the hospital. But my new baby boy, that's what's up. Congratulations. So that means he was born a couple days ago. Taste tester number 3's birthday was yesterday. So if you got home today, that means you probably was born on the 22nd, 23rd. So congratulations. Is that your first? Yeah, Kirk says congratulations. Monday. Today's Wednesday, so yep, I did my math correct. 26th, 24th? Yes, 24th. Alright, set me up with something nice.
To smoke some meat for you, 'cause I love barbecue. Aren't you glad you joined us live? Before we live, I ain't even had a drink. The end.
There. All right. Oh, third. Okay, just my feet. Anyone else? Nope. Aunt Barbecue or Aunt's Barbecue Cookout says congratulations, Smoke. Criswell, yep, I got your message. Third baby. All right. Yes. Kirk, you were glad you signed in early, my man. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, you got 8 more minutes. Mike's laughing. Yes, the chicken is done. That red is the smoke ring. Yes, the chicken is done. Don't call me telling me it's undercooked. Hey, yo, Bumpy, I know you're probably cracking up like, what the hell is he doing? I'm bored. Well, not bored. It's, improv at the smoker. All right, somebody give me a topic to talk about real quick while he... Music hour. What up, Meeks? How you doing? Neil says, good guitar player. Yes. KB says, ooh, a concert. Cool. Look at his talent. Crystal said, I need some barbecue. Help me out. Yeah, we're going to work on it. We're gonna talk. All right, I wrote a song about needing barbecue. Want to hear it? Here you go. I got the need barbecue blues, 'cause I ain't had no barbecue. Maybe he help me. Give me some barbecue, 'cause I ain't had no barbecue. Thank you very much, very much. 10K said this man is jamming. Thumbs up for sure. All right. Anybody get that reference of what I was doing there? I know you didn't. You're too young to know what that was from. So there used to be there was a TV show in living color. There was a guy who sang songs, and he was start the song. So stop for a minute. He go, something happened. I wrote a song about it. Like hit, he go, and he start singing to whatever it is. He say like one line, he say a second line, and he go, thank you very much, very much. All right, okay, continue. Thank you guys. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, we're getting a request now. Here, of course, there's Freebird. Brandon Smoke said I seem to be in a mood, a great mood today. I mean, just having a good time. Hurt near Muddy Waters. How much? We'll have to see, Chrisville. Brisket isn't cheap and neither is shipping. What else you have?
I'm trying to think of what else I could do. I haven't already done.
Somebody said they got my reference when I made that living color reference. Even though you didn't.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. If you know. We got some BB King, yeah. Just sound a post for people to join. Oh, thank you very much, man. He said the candle. He said to pretend it's a lighter. Hold on, I got it. You guys can see. You're gonna have to play up a little bit. I turned the knob off on the tape. I'm like, why is it dying? Well, there's why. Alright, so in case you guys can't see, I opened up the doors a little bit to get a little drag going. But we're gonna get the party started, get the fire going. me a moment to get back to the comments. Lord Jesus, that's a fire. All right, you gonna play us out? Another minute or so?
Sure. Shout out to everybody that's joining the live stream. Test number 1 with the plates for you guys while I get the fire going. I didn't use any small splits or like kindling or anything, so I'm gonna have to be pretty aggressive with the torch and getting this thing going. So just bear with me while I get the fire started. Make sure to thank Taste Tester number 1 for joining us tonight and providing the introduction sound. Now we're gonna have a fire. All right. Thank you very much for joining us and playing. Appreciate you. I will. We'll just sit here, or I'm gonna sit here. Put some chicken skins on.
I thought about it, but he's shaking his head. Yes. All right, go get him.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Do you need any seasoning?
I have seasoning out here. I'm just gonna use Uncle Steve's shake. I have thick meat out here, so. All right. Tis I. KB said he got the reference when I was talking about living color. Okay, so let's see here. Guys, gotta come to Kansas City. Come get some of my barbecue. All right. Taste test number 1 is getting pretty good. Yeah, Terry, he is. Jimmy, he says, "Hi guys, what up? What's up?" Jimmy, Terry. What up, number 1? Nail Dash working OT tonight till 1:30. I'm listening live. What? Yo, that's what's up. So I gave you a shout out early on. I was like, man, he probably not gonna know what the hell is going on. I was singing earlier, so I think I might roll with the door open. 1, so I can get warm or stay warm, and 2, so I can see what's going on behind me. We got a fire going. So it's crazy. Obviously, it's gonna be more fire than normal because of the fact that the door's open. So we'll see. It is definitely smoky in here, but that'll clear up in a second, momentarily, I'm sure. So I have yet to get my drink. So I'm gonna get my drink in a second. I have some. Shout out to Marcus from Crimson Creek. I have some of the Bush Light apple. They're apple flavored. So I'm digging those. So we're just gonna hang out. We'd love to sit down with Taste Number One for about 30 minutes. We both would love it. Yeah. Started when he was 10. That's what's up, Jimmy. So remember who we met in South Carolina, Jimmy? He said he would love to sit down with you. Can you? All right. So I need a piece of aluminum foil, a glove, and then the Uncle Steve shake from over there. And I'm gonna sit right here and yeah, 2 gloves actually. 2 gloves.
How much foil?
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's good. I want to be able to let the chicken skins out completely. Thank you. All right, so I said that I was going to actually film a video of me. Yes. I was gonna film a video of me making chicken skins, so you guys are gonna get to see me do it live. All right. And here, we'll just move this up just a little bit. Nope, that's not gonna work. That didn't work. Let's see. How can we adjust this? All right, bear with me while I try and figure out how I'm gonna adjust my camera and such so that you can see what I'm doing. All right. So you're gonna have to bear with me because I can't see the comments. But this is going to be, or these are going to be like pork cracklings, but chicken skin. So I have, I think there was a dozen, and this is probably not even gonna be enough room. So what you do is and you guys who are here on this live stream, what you do is you lay this out, lay each piece of chicken out flat as possible. And I'm doing the internal side up first. And I'm gonna season that because when I put it into the smoker, I think I'm gonna put the outside or the fat side, the external side down. All right, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. I think it was 12 of them. Move this back a little bit. I'm trying to get all of them on just one piece of foil. I might have to just squeeze them in together a little bit. All right, there's 1. We got 2 more. Where can you go? Let's put you right in here. So I know that you guys are probably thinking this is crazy, but this is not the first time I've done this. Last time I did it, well, the first time I did it out here on Bernadette, I didn't actually season them. I just cooked them. And how would you say they turned out, Taste Tester number 1? Yeah, they were decent, and they didn't have any seasoning. So this container is just salt, and it's just coarse. It's not even sea salt, but just coarse Morton's, yeah, coarse Morton salt, kosher salt. And the one thing, and you know, for me, I like a little more salt than Uncle Steve's has, but I'm only going to salt one side of these. And I'm going to salt these pretty lightly, or season these pretty lightly, as well as salt them pretty lightly. And I guess this live stream, we will be cooking chicken skins. And that's it. Now I'm going to, so I took the glove off of my right hand so I could, so that I could use the seasoning. I'm not going to put that glove back on. I'm just going to switch hands. There we go. Got the glove switched. And we're going to flip these all over. And I'm not going to season the fat side or the outside, the exterior side. Just, I mean, not going to salt the exterior side. But I am going to season it. This is such a thin piece of meat. It does not need a whole lot of seasoning. But it does need to be seasoned nonetheless. So you can kind of think of these like a barbecue crackling. Kind of how they taste it. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Definitely.
All right.
We're smoky and just tastes like chicken.
That definitely tasted like chicken. All right. Once that fire is going, might close that door.
You want to close it?
You can. Yes, please. Oh, this one has a whole bunch of. Yeah, it's like
Burn off.
remnants, feather remnants. All right. I got it. So this is, in case I didn't tell you, so this is thick meat that I'm using. It is one of my favorites. Bomb, Gator Shake, Competition Cow, the Dessert Shake. I mean, really all of Uncle Steve's shakes are phenomenal. All right, so let me get the phone situated where you guys can see me actually putting these up in here. So I need to, I'm going to move this top shelf. I moved it, and I'm going to put it down to actually where it needs to be, so that I'll be able to cook on it and move it in and out. But before I do that, scrape it real quick, clean it a little bit. So those of you guys who are watching, this is what I will be doing when or if I be starting the fire for real. And the last thing I cooked on this was I had chicken up top here, and I had pork shoulder on the second shelf. Let me get 2 gloves, and we're gonna lay these chicken skins out. Like I said, I'm gonna put the external side up, external side down. You guys do this, you'll know what I mean. All right, we're just gonna lay it out, and I might hit it with a little bit of seasoning now that I'm laying it out again. No real rhyme or reason, I'm just getting it in here. We have, what is that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces. Did you say 10? Mm-hmm. All right. And again, I'm putting the external, I'm trying to lay this out as flat as possible, and I'm putting the external side down.
Is that going that fast?
No. Oh, sorry. I'm running it fast right now. I will, when I run it again, it will be slower. Well, a little slower. All right, so I'm trying to get all of this in this one area, one section. Because a lot of this is where the heat is going to collect and build up right before it exits out of the smoker. All right, I got 10 skins. Do not allow me to leave any in there. I cooked some beef ribs the other day, and I forgot one on the smoke on the grill. Huh? You didn't. I ended up taking a bite and throwing it away because it was charred. All right, so since I laid these out a little different, not differently, but since I laid them out really well, I'm just gonna add one little more sprinkle of salt. All right, and get this back up in here. All right, we are off. All right, give me a second to clean up. I have you guys set up on a 6-foot folding table here. There. All right. Can you open up the black refrigerator and hand me a beer, please? All right. Careful. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna keep my eye on the temperature behind me. So you can see the temperature right now. It has not come up to temperature, but so Busch Light apples, I have 6 of them. So this is what I'm gonna be drinking tonight. I didn't hear.
You drink some of it?
No, not yet. All right, so let's see. Jimmy was talking about sitting down with you for about a half an hour. He said he started playing when he was 10. All right, so let me catch up on the comments. I know I am behind. Yeah, I am way behind. About 10 minutes. Blind Man, what's up, David? How you doing? Sean, what up, what up? Terry's trying to jinx me. Easy Bake says, yo, Dash. Sean, how you doing this evening? Terry says, with all that smoke, we might see the fire trucks. No. See, the key is to cook at night so people can smell the smoke, but they can't see where it's coming from to be able to call and say where, oh, I see a fire happening at, yeah. Neil says, do you have a flash on the inside of the pit, or is it just wide open? So there is an air intake on this side over here. Jeremy says, yo, what up? What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Bring Smoke says, that should give me more reasons like you, man. You give me more reasons to like you. Smoking chicken skins. LOL, yeah. Victor says chicken skins. Okay. Shout out Marcus. He says, aloha, everyone. Danny, how you doing this evening? I'm for the chicken skin. The chicken skin is not for sale. They're going to be devoured. Between Taste Test number 1 and myself, Texas Confederate says, Mo Butter, baby. Yes, sir. Sean says, I can't find those anywhere. So the key to getting chicken skins is to de-skin the chicken.
I've tried looking everywhere.
So Taste Test number 1 is here. I don't know if you want to kind of lean over.
I'm going to have it too.
All right. So Taste Test number 1 has said he's tried looking everywhere for chicken skins. And it's one of those things where either people use them or like they use them and process them and use them for something. But how I got them is I cooked for an event last week and I needed chicken. So I ended up getting bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, and I took the skins off before I cooked them. So that was how I got chicken skins. Bill K said, hey, quick, hello to all. Marcus says, yes, sir. Rick just says, so 10 pieces of chicken skin. I guess that means there was a lot of naked chicken somewhere. Yep, they're just, those chickens gone. Uncle Bull, okay, more sense, makes more sense. Oh, Sean says, I'm talking about the beer. I've been looking for those apple flavor for over a year. So these have just popped back up. When I was coming back from Florida or going down to Florida in the ID4 is when I first found them. And I bought a 12 pack of them and I was like, okay, I'm hooked. I like them a lot. So because of the fact that I am out here and I'm cooking and I'm not going to be doing anything real hot and heavy, I wanted to drink something, you know, light. So that's it. Victor says, howdy, Jimmy. Matt Wood said, Uncle Bull, yes, sir. As you see, I like them a lot. They really, it tastes like apple cider. I have a pile, an aluminum pile. So they fit right into the aluminum pile. All right, my temperature is slowly starting to climb. And if you guys can see the discrepancy, here, going 5, and this one over there, well, actually, they're kind of dead nuts right now, just about. But this side will get faster. Tastes like apple cider. Yeah. All right. Neil said I have a small wood stove made out of diamond plate. Still thinking about hooking it up to a barrel for a barrel or a barrel smith. Texas Confederate said, I'm not sure, but your audio is skipping and scratchy. I was wondering if it was my audio or yours. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I can't hear it. I can only check. You have headphones? I can only hear. Obviously, I can only broadcast. I'm not hearing it because I'm not inside. I don't have my laptop, and usually, even when I have my laptop, I have it muted so it's not feedback. But it could be me just touching the screen. I'll try to be. Bill, Uncle Bull says, little choppy on audio. Is it just me? I love to stay, but new work schedule is kicking my ass, so I'm headed to bed. Victor, thank you. What up, Johnny? How you doing this evening? He says, hello, everyone.
Yes, it's you touching the screen.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to be careful in touching the screen.
If whenever you set anything down on the table, like move the table at all.
All right. Oh, the bad audio is on his end. Thanks. All right. We'll have to figure that out.
Little like buffer or like a cushion between the stand and the table, I guess. I don't know.
We are gonna have to see. Luckily, I have some foam, which is gonna raise you guys up a little bit. Oh, and make you unstable. Yes. Awesome. All right. So I'm just gonna have to be careful. And let's move this back down. All right, just so you guys can see the fire. Unfortunately, because I had to raise you guys up, you're not gonna be able to see the thermometers. But let me see if I can work some magic and get those just in the shot. All right, so you won't be able to see the bottom of the firebox, but who needs to see that anyway? All right. Hey, before I'm gone, howdy, Johnny. Audio is better. Yeah, well, there you go. Thank you for letting me know. I'm in a different place, and I'm touching the screen. So me touching the screen is being picked up by the microphone. Here, I'm actually gonna take my rings and my watch off, so there's no clicking or anything for me to like touch the screen. I said for barrel opener. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. I got a side project going in the corner there. This I can see it all. It's so fuzzy. I see everything and audio is still skipping. Oh man. All right, let's see. It's on. I'm on. I'm on the 5G from the house. I mean 5G. I'm not even on the Wi-Fi from the house. I don't know what else I can do. Sorry, guys. If it gets bad enough, I can restart the live stream, or I can. We'll say I can go in the house soon. But the whole point was me to try to be out here. You want to open up the firebox and see what we have going there? It sounds like it's dying down. Lift it straight up. Yep. All right, we're good. Perfect. All right. Well, hey, I guess before everyone gets off, can you hit that thumbs up button for me? I'd greatly appreciate it. So in case you missed it, I was talked into smoking some chicken skins by taste tester number 1. So I seasoned them with some salt and just some coarse kosher salt and the Uncle Steve's thick meat shake. And actually, yeah, here it is. So these are the bottles Uncle Steve sent me a while ago, and he put my logo and everything on them. And this again is the thick meat. London Bridges says no one ever came close to my barbecue before. Is that because your bridge fell down before they were able to get the barbecue, or where's around here? It always freaks me out sometimes being out here hearing the leaves and stuff over here. I'm talking to taste tester number 1. I'm like, am I hearing somebody coming down the driveway? Just because I have the best recipe. Oh, okay. Sure. Go on. Do tell. Tell me. Oh, wait. Hold on. Tell me more. Nah, Bill. Don't worry about it, Bill. You can, let it go. I'm not worried about it. Terry's is a matter of opinion, yeah. Neil says I'm just not sure if it will work or not. Realize it would have to burn the barrel. Realize really hot to burn off anything that's not safe. So you really don't have to burn the barrel really hot. You just have to put something in there that burns hot. So something that burns slow is wood. Something that burns hot is paper, so cardboard. I found, and if you look at some of my barrel videos, I talk about how when I burn out barrels, I use something that burns really hot. Cardboard burns really hot and fast. So you might want to just add a whole bunch of newspaper and cardboard, and it will probably help you burn out a barrel much faster than you think. So as long as there was no like oil, I just, I won't say I don't feel comfortable, but I really just wouldn't cook in a barrel that had oil in it. Just my own personal. You could find barrels that had other or have had other things in it, like wine or olive oil. Some of the barrels that I used to get from a, it was oddly enough, it was a girl I used to teach. She worked at a pharmaceutical lab, and they would get 55-gallon barrels of alcohol, and they would have to pay to have the barrels taken away. I think you went with me one time when I got a pickup truck load full of barrels. Yeah. There's a couple still around here that I have 3 or 4 still. I can't see what that says on the label, but there's one I have right behind me that I use for trash.
U.S. Elite.
Declaration of fruit type. So those are that says fruit wine kit. So some of the barrels I got later, I got from a guy, he actually was up the street, and they had wine and olive oil in them. So, yeah, so Neil, that's, I guess, that would be something to keep in mind. If you're gonna burn off drums, you need to do something that's hot and fast, or that'll burn hot and fast. And what, in my opinion, burns hot and fast is cardboard and paper. Night Taste Tester number 1. Thank you for playing. Did you take your guitar in already? Yeah, you took it before you got the chicken skin. I'll be right back, guys. So I had energy drinks and beer on the door on the refrigerator, and taste tester number 1 yanked the door open, and the energy drink fell right out. So now I have a dented can. Uncle Bull says I like to use the leaf blower on wood, and burning the barrel out makes it get hot. Yes, indeed. Steven, he says, hey, yo, Dash and Peeps, good evening. Steven, you missed it. I'm cooking on Bernadette. Well, technically, I started a fire on Bernadette. I have some chicken skins of all things going out there, going in the smoker right now. I'm gonna kind of make a crackling, a type of pork rind or chicken rind, if you will. So yeah, Texas Confederate said I have 30 55-gallon drums from Tabasco sauce from Louisiana. They burned out real well and has great flavor. I bet they do. Zesty, huh? Jimmy says, brother Steven. Yes, sir. Oh, Steven, Jacqueline's birthday was yesterday. Please make sure you tell her I said happy birthday. I have not forgotten. She and number 3 share a birthday. Obviously, you know, Jacqueline is older than my daughter, but they share a birthday. So please make sure you tell her I said happy, well, now belated birthday. Jack, what's up? Betty wants to know where you keep running off to. She's listening to music, not us. I went to go get a beer. Sorry. Tell her Dash to pay attention. Well, I mean, she seems to keep paying attention or she seems to act like she isn't paying attention. Though every time I leave from the screen, she is. So the whole thing is I'm out in my garage. My garage, and some of you guys who have been here for a while know or don't know, my garage is deceivingly big. It has a footprint, or the garages that I'm in are 2 cars or 2 bays deep, or 2 bays wide, and it's about 2.5 cars deep. So the garage space is I think it's 25 by 50. So I have a project running in the back in the corner. Aside from the fact that I'm getting my beer, I'm just checking on my side project over there. So, Betty. How's everything, Jack? Hopefully Betty is doing much better. Betty, hopefully you're doing better. Steven says, Dash, I've been washing since the beginning, but was busy in the kitchen. That's what's up. Well, I appreciate it. Mark says, hi, Dash. Left a like. Well, thank you very much. And if you have not left a like, I would appreciate it if you could. All you have to do is, if you're in the comments, back out of the comments, close the comments, hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really does make me feel better about doing these videos. Oh, excuse me, but it really does make me feel better about doing these videos. It helps the videos themselves, and it helps my channel. So thank you in advance. Neil says, thank you, sir. I'm going to try it. Just not sure if it'll work. We'll have to see. I'm telling you, cardboard newspaper, paper burns really hot, really fast. So you're going to need more than you think. I'm telling you, ask me how I know. So what you want to do. The last time I burned out a drum, what I ended up doing was going to like a Sam's or a beer and wine store, and I got as many cardboard boxes as I could get, and I just kind of had them on the ready. And you know, it is what it is. I stuffed a couple boxes in, tore a couple boxes up so it would kind of be full. Put some lighter fluid in there, chucked the match down in there, let the thing, it went up on fire. And as the fire started to drop down, I would chuck another box or two in so I could keep the fire going from the bottom all the way to the top. So you could burn all of that lining out of that drum. And just like I said, keep it going. Dutch, what up, Kent? He says, hello, Bernadette, and you too, Dash. Yeah, I know. You know, I'm not the star of the show. Bernadette is. And speaking of which, she is coming up to temperature. We have a little bit of a lag there, so this thermometer is showing 175 degrees, and this one is showing just under 100 and, well, it's just under 175. So this is just over, this one's just under. So I did add some water to the smoker. I didn't want you guys to have to sit and, you know, watch the entire process of me getting the smoker ready. So I added some water to the water pan. I also had the wood in the smoker already. I did a little TP thing in there. Again, so you guys wouldn't have to watch or sit and just wait the entire time. But, you know, and you saw me get the fire. Well, some of you who were here early on time, some of you who were here on time saw me get the fire going. Excuse me. And we're definitely rolling. The pops and crackles have started to die down, which lets me know one. And the air intake for this is on the side. So on that side there, that right down there, and I'm gonna check the fire in a little bit. But Taste Tester number one checked it before he went inside, and the splits look good. Taylor says, "Hey, yo, hope y'all are doing well. Stopping in for a few. That's what's up. Hopefully the little one is not keeping you awake, or even if he does keep you awake, you can stay watching." Neil says, "If I get to work, how can I show you a picture of it? If I get it to work, how can I show you a picture of it?" Neil, Instagram is going to be the easiest way to send pictures. So if you follow me on Instagram at Steel Drum, this is convenient, at Steel Drum Smokers. So there's my Instagram handle. So that one is Instagram, Steel Drum Smokers. And you can send me a message there or through YouTube. YouTube has my about information. The about information has an email address. It is mdsteeldrumsmokers@gmail.com. You can send me emails. Kent says he's building 2 more drums as we speak. One for me and one for my son-in-law. Ooh, it's a Christmas present. Nice. Kent says, how many Philadelphia Eagles does it take to move Bernadette? Technically none, but when I moved Bernadette into the spot where she is now, I had on an Eagles hat earlier. I took it off. My head was hot in the Eagles hat. So this is one of those, again, oddly enough, this is like a sweat wicking cap. And you would, like a lot of football players wear these underneath their helmets to keep sweat. But I keep one in my pocket for when I'm cooking or when I'm doing anything. One, if my head gets cold, this is just enough to keep my head covered, but it doesn't make me hot. Sometimes when I have a hat on, if it's too cool, like it's in between and I'm sitting by the fire out here. So it's not really cold, but it's not, I mean, it's like in between temperature. It's like Goldilocks temperature right now, kind of just right. But if it gets too cold, I put a hat on my head and I end up sweating out because I get hot. But I don't like my head being cold, so I need to cover my head. And I find that this little sweat cap is just enough especially or even in the winter. I'm cleaning up, Betty. That's what I'm doing now. I got up so I could clean up the bag that the chicken skins were in. I just picked it up because I didn't want it to fall off the table. And you can still see me. I'm over here. I kind of want to pull this down to knock. There we go. Yeah. Picking up some of these coals, putting them back up on the top side. Oh yeah, can you see the flames coming out the top? We got us a fire. All right. Whew. What up? How you doing, Jeff? Ricer's here. He says, howdy, Dash in the chat. Yes. Thank you, Steven. Steven posted on my Instagram. Appreciate you. So the entire Cowboys, I guess. I believe what you're saying. I'm just not sure if I can turn it into a smoker or not. Well, the first step is going to be believing that you can do it. I believe in you, Neil. The second step is going to be burning it out with cardboard. Third step, cook on it. The fireplace I have is about the same size as your firebox. All right. She says she will never live this down. Oh, no. No. It's all right. Now that I know Betty's paying attention, I'm going to, it's just like Bumpy. I know Bumpy watches the live streams back, so I talk to Bumpy during the live stream, like, Bumpy, don't you judge me, or, Bumpy, don't do this, or Bumpy, don't do that. So, Betty, don't judge me, okay? So you can see that dark spot there, or what dark spot? See that there? That's actually the moisture that's seeping out from under the door from when I had the door open. The temperature in the cooker spiked enough to boil the water that's in the bottom, and we had steam coming up onto that door, so that's crazy. Texas Confederate says, so when are you coming back to Texas? I do not know. I was hoping to have gotten down there by now, but it's about time for me to come down there. I have not been to Texas in 2022. I feel like I am overdue. Lou Calamadas, he says, hey, yo. He says, what's up, Dash and fam? He says, what's up, Dash barbecue fam? Lou, how are you this evening, sir? How is school treating you? Live stream Juice of Champions. Rockstar energy drink. The sugar-free one. It's gotta be sugar-free. And I'm kind of bummed because this one doesn't have nearly as much caffeine as some of the other ones. All right. Yep. I get to pick those up later. Hogs is sipping. Yes. Thanks for the happy birthday, Kent. Much appreciated. Like, I didn't say happy birthday to you, Lou. What? For real? That's really? This school's wild. Lou said, what's up, everyone? Yeah, shoot. As a parent, I know school is wild. So as a teacher, I can only imagine how wild school is for you too. All right. Yeah, need to get another beer. I just got the energy drink last time. Wired. Sorry, Betty, I had to, leave the screen. Oh. We definitely have some heat up in here. Can you hear the well, you guys can see all of that over there is steam. And I don't know if you can hear the water boiling, but we are rolling. Kind of crazy how the steam condenses in and around the smoker there. So you can see the water dripping down the handles. Lou said, I knew you would say that. He said, you did. Man, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm going to come into your live stream and thank somebody else in the comments before I thank you for what you did. I mean, come on. Nolan says, is the chat over? No. Blank screen. I was going to get a beer. Now she says it's her name. It's her dash, not me. It's all right. Betty, thank you for taking notice. Every time I leave this, leave the screen and I'll have to leave. You know what? Maybe I'll just have to yell because Nolan's, he didn't know what was going on either. So not only for Betty, I will, whenever I leave the screen to go get another beer, I will make sure I continue to yell out so you know where I am. See, you can hear my voice. If you can hear my voice, the live stream is still going. My neighbors are going to think I'm crazy. Texas Confederate said, you are drinking beer and I'm sipping on some Johnny Walker Black. Hee-haw. What's on tap tonight? Bush Light Apple. So the whole thing is I knew I was going to be playing with fire, so I didn't want to get too hot and heavy. And I only had 6 of these left. So again, I knew I was not going to get too hot and heavy. Can't put on my Facebook. I never said thank you. Oh. So I tried to say thank you to every single person. Actually, I did say thank you to every single person that commented. But Facebook, Facebook makes it downright horrible to thank and reply to people. It's just hard. Neil says, all right, my friends, have yourselves a good night. I'm going to bounce. Thank you very much. Neil says, thanks for the information. All the information. Sure thing. See, now it's starting to get chilly. Woo. I have a jacket and another hoodie over there. I might have to go get it. It is definitely getting chilly, but I don't want to. People always talk about Marcus. Marcus, you still here or you sleep? Marcus should be asleep. He had a huge event today. So I wouldn't blame him if he is asleep and had to watch this over. Excuse me. But I have the garage door open. So the cold air is coming in from the garage because I don't want to be in the garage without any fresh air while I have a fire going, carbon monoxide, stuff like that. Yeah. Lewis suggests I can't stand the layout of Facebook. Me neither. I mean, I feel like I had probably 200 people wish me happy birthday, and you can only see like 4 or 6 people's comment, and you have to go like digging deep into the comments. And then my problem was, so I won't say I got lazy, but I was trying to be, I was trying to be present. I got wind blowing. I'm sorry. I gotta cover stuff up. I was trying to be present. Like when my wife and I went, she took me out to breakfast. So like I did not reply. I did not thank people. I did it the next day, which is not the thing to do. Because you have to I can say thank you, and then I have to wait. And then it's show more. And then I thank you, show more. Thank you, show more. And then if something popped up on the screen, or if I wanted to check somebody's profile, because I'm like, dang, I haven't talked to this person in a while. it takes me all the way back out to square one, and then I go on, you know, blah blah blah. Hey Kenny, I got you gobble gobble right there. I got you gobble gobble. Hey, I got my token, my card, my chip. So yeah, I'll gobble gobble that. So I'm thinking about it. So Kenny is one of my coworkers at the range. Oh, so Mark says that bear's looking so gray. I might have to start dyeing mine again to keep up. Nah, man, I've earned these stripes. I remember way back in 2013, man. I used to pluck the gray hairs out. I've just kind of succumbed to it. It is what it is. It's funny. I did a Zoom call with my aunts and uncles on my birthday, and where I was is typically where I sit and do the live stream normally. It's darker, but I'm out in the garage and the lighting is so much better. Can you see? Y'all can really see, and the light is bouncing off grays. So you can see the grays are really pronounced. But when I was in the house, like I said, it was darker, and they're like, we can't tell where the shirt starts and where the beard ends and the shirt starts. So, but yeah. Yeah, Kenny, I got you gobble gobble. But anyway, Kenny's one of my coworkers at the range, and I did a FBI qualification, and I qualified. So if I was, you know, just doing the shooting portion of the FBI qualification, like the testing, I could get into the FBI. So I thought that was pretty cool. The qualification was decent, but so. Bring the smoke. So the whole thing is, I carry a weapon that was made in Turkey, a firearm that was made in Turkey, and my buddy Kenny always gives me grief, and he starts making turkey noises and things like that because I carry a Turkish firearm, by the name of Canik. If you guys are aware, I carry a Canik. I pretty much have a Canik on me at all times. Yeah, that's what it is. So. When I, well, off camera again. So, if you know, all right. And I'm trying not to flip the round onto the screen, but again, if you know, plus B hollow points here. So, my favorite saying is F around and find out. So. Yeah. Like I said, Brandon Smoke says, if you know, you know. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna check and make clear. Yep. This one is dirty, but it works. So put that back on, and it is what it is. So, do you guys want to see actually the competition, the FBI qualification? When I did it, it was Monday evening. One of the ladies that comes into the range pretty regularly, she filmed my qualification, my shooting. You guys want to see that? Because I might just I'll do some talking head stuff and talk about each particular round and what I did well and what I didn't do well with, and yeah. Sean says Six and Glocks over here. Nah, man, I don't mess with no Sigs. Not at all. I done seen a couple blow up. Kent got your notice your girl's on the way. Yeah. Easy Bake says Dash don't play. No, sir. Jack says yes. Did you know this 30 round? It's a magazine. It's a magazine. It's not a clip. It's a magazine. Easy Bake says yes. I would love to see that. Yeah. Sean, I see you. Yes, I see you. Oh, man. All right, well, we might have to do it. Sean says, cheers. I carry 2 Springfield 1911s every day. Nice. So it's easier to carry a whole nother 1911 as opposed to an extra magazine, right? Because, we carry an extra magazine. It's right here. Jack says might be the next hit cop 45. I ain't that good. Easy Bake says Glock 17. So what I'm carrying is about the same size as the 17. It is considered a full-size pistol, full-size duty pistol. Edwin says, check out Rustic Arms. They're a new American AR company. All right. So technically, I only have one AR, but, you know, lowers parts, you know. Then I have some M&P 1522s for the kids. I have a pistol and I also have a rifle. And they're like, if you have kids, the Smith & Wesson 1522 is the best training tool for your kids because it has all of the same controls as a full-size mil-spec AR. And I handed taste tester number 3 my real big boy AR, and she knew exactly what to do with it without me having to do anything, without me having to tell her anything about it. The results were kind of shocking, but Sean says he has a G19 as his carry, but his absolute favorite of all time is the Ruger 1022 Takedown. So I won't say I debated getting a 1022. So I have a Ruger American, which is the 22, but it's not a takedown. It's a bolt action, so it's a magazine fed bolt action, and I needed that because in here, so out that way is a big mound and woods, and the kids and I will come out here and I might have to set up this table, and taste test number 3. She has her own single shot bolt actions with threaded barrel, so quiet ammo and a suppressor. Excuse me. They are quieter than the BB gun. Hold on, I'll be back. Betty, don't miss me. Betty, don't miss me. I'm just going to get another beer, Betty. Checking on my side project. So I'm checking on my side project, Betty. Don't miss me too much. And I'm getting another beer. Figured every 15, 20 minutes or so. I have 2 left. That'll get me through the hour, probably. I have a sip left in this one that I have in my hand. And I have my new one. All right. Wilson Combat 1911s. All right, Eric, that's what's up. So I guess I know what we're talking about the second hour. Bring the Smoke says, that's not what I'm talking about. It was on the collision talking about this about gun. It was saying, I believe, from that thing. Yes. Long's Quest, what's up? How you doing? He says, Dash. Terry says his dad started him on a Winchester 12 gauge. Jeez. Another one bites the dust. What's on RJ's mind says his dad started him on a 243. I don't know what a 243 is. Is that a SIG 243? SIG has number nomenclature. Randy Smoke said, I know it's a mag. I've had several that lost in a boating accident. Me too, man. Me too. Skip. I guess everybody knows Skip. I don't know Skip. Eric says 1022s are so good. Yes, indeed. Jack says she left herself. She's warming up some soup. She heard you say, she heard you. She says, hush. Sorry, Betty. I just wanted to make sure you were included. Jack signs in. He doesn't even let you sign in and get the comment. So I want to make sure, Betty, can you hear me? I want to make sure you got recognized too, Betty. I feel like Betty and Jack are like my aunts and uncles. Like I feel like you an aunt or uncle. Well, I mean, you're like an aunt and an uncle. Y'all been here watching just quietly in the background, and I mean, I feel like y'all a family. So like I said, y'all feel like an aunt and an uncle. So that would be something I would say to my aunts and my uncles, like, hey, like my Uncle Calvin. Y'all know my Uncle Calvin, and when my Uncle Calvin is on the live streams and other things like that, his fiance Candy, she's just kind of sitting off to the back. So I talk to her as well. So Aunt Betty, Uncle Jack, yeah, you know what's up. You Smoke said, "What up, Dash? How you doing?" Texas Veteran said you just might want to keep an ice chest full of beer next to you. Nah, I like to get up. Like I said, I have a project running in the background. I gotta make sure it's it's running smoothly. So I need to just put eyes on it every now and again. Winchester. Oh, 243. I am. I want to say new. A newer. Yeah, and I'm definitely not a rifle guy, man. I shoot. I had like pistols, yeah. Rifles, mm-mm. I just actually bought my first shotgun. Over the summer. It wasn't a month ago. It was over the summer. I bought my first shotgun. Easy Bake, what's going on, man? How's it going? Q Smoke said I started my son off on with the 1022. So my kids, they didn't have a 1022 because I couldn't find one, honestly. I really wanted a 1022 takedown. If I was going to get a 1022, I wanted it to be the takedown. So, backpacker, hell yeah, no brainer. But I was able to find the 1522, the Ruger 1522, or excuse me, the Smith & Wesson 1522, which is an AR-15 style. Same controls, and that's what I was talking about a moment ago. The 1522 has the same controls as a full-size AR, and I appreciated that. So I have a pistol version and a rifle version, and both have threaded barrels, so they both use the same suppressor. Man, telling you. The rifle, usually we don't use the suppressor. The pistol, we do use the suppressor. And my kids, have an absolute ball. I found a speed loader for the 25 round mags, and as fast as I can load the mags, they're shooting them off when we go to the range. Jack says, in Montana, I hunted with a 303. So that's a Royal British Enfield. Yeah, I won't say one of but probably a month or two into my tenure at the range, there was a guy that came in, and he was shooting one, and it's like, boom, going off, right? And I'm like, what is that? I'm like, are you shooting 308s? He's like, no, 303 Enfield. He's like, this is the Royal 303 Enfield. And I'm like, what? And he showed me the casing, and I was like, damn, son. He was like, yeah. He's like, you want to shoot it? Hell yeah, I want to shoot it. I don't say no to anything. There's certain things that, like, people come in and like, hey, you want to shoot my staccato? No, I don't. No, I don't. Because I know that if I shoot the staccato, I'm going to want one even more. Nope. I've shot the staccato. I don't need to shoot it again and just re-cement that want for one. Oh man. I want to say you name it, I've shot it. There are a lot of things that Cooking with Steven, yeah, I figured Skip is Long's quest. Terry said, I love to have a 7mm Ultra Mag. All right. Mike said, what's good, brother? Started a new pit build today. All right, well, congratulations and good luck. What's on RJ's mind says I'm a deer hunter, and that's why that's what I used as a kid. Nice. Have you ever done any IDPA? Never. I don't think it was IDPA. It was IPSEC, I think it was. But I'm not a real big competition guy. Like, I suck. I'm okay. Like, I am okay. Like average. Seriously, I am average. Now, if I'm standing still and target, oh yeah. But not. Like I said, Mike said my son started with a 7mm 08. Nice. Cross training for the youngest. Yes, indeed. Barrio. Oh, did I miss you? Oh, there we go. What's up, El Barrio, man? What's up, man? He said, congratulations on the Lone Star Grill. Yes, indeed. I'm kind of jelly. Ricer said, I have a 12 and 16 gauge Browning 8.5 shotgun. Nice. I have to take down pair it with the Ruger SR22. Dude, that Ruger, I have an SR20. Okay, so let's talk about it. So I told y'all I love my Canics, okay? I love my Canics. My Canics are all 9mm, and I purchased a Canic, and I took my wife to the range, and I was like, oh man, like she'll be able to shoot this 9. Boy, was I wrong. She did not like it at all. So I shot it, and she was like, so what I ended up doing was getting a 22 rental, and I'm like, all right, well, she took care, but she shot the 22, and it was better for her. It was like less sensory overload. So then I started investing in 22. So I have the Walther PPQ 22. I have a Taurus TX 22. I have the Ruger SR 22. I have an LCP 22, and then of course the rifle / pistol. So a couple junior pistols for Taste Tester number 3, or youth models. And then I have the 1522, like I said, the pistol, the rifle. I have the Ruger American. I also have a CP, what is it? Keltec CP33. I'm not a fan of that one. Actually, that one's broke. I have a little Mossberg 22. I say little, but that one, the magazine didn't even work, so I have never fired it. I ordered it from Palmetto, and they sent it to me with no magazines. So then I had to order magazines, and luckily my mother has the same type of firearm, so I sent magazines for her to her house. And it just, yeah, like the magazines didn't work, and sometimes I think that's all of the 22s. There might be 1 or 2 other 22s that I have, but like when we go to the range, my boys love shooting. Oh, and so I ended up getting the SR22 for my wife, and that's hers. The TX22 and the PBQ 22 are like favorites. Actually, I'm looking at the SIG 322 just because that is probably going to be the next 22 that I acquire. But I'm all about a good 22. Like seriously, I feel like people poo on the 22 all the time, and I'm like, as long as you're accurate with it, like I'm cool with it. First Love Marlon, how you doing? He says, hey yo Dash, what's up? You in the red dots? Yes, I am. Holosun the world, okay? Holosun the world, 507s. And I have a 508 on my, I don't say my newest, but I have it is actually technically my newest Canic, but I have a 508 on my rival, but I'm debating taking the 508 off of the rival and putting it on one of the pistols I carry more often. Like the rival, I got the rival to be more of a competition shooter, but I shoot better with the Mete than the rival, and the Mete fits in my OWB holster. So I have a Safariland holster that I carry OWB when I'm at the range, and it carries my showpiece pistol. I so want to. I don't know. Maybe I'll just break down and start a PvP channel. I've been talking about it for a year now. Mike says he also has a 22 and 20 gauge. Shot his first duck at 2 weeks ago. Nice. El Barrio says, hey Dash, your Eagles are killing it. He says, go Astros. Come on, son. What are you talking about? You know the Phillies are going to the show. Why are you talking about the Astros, dog? I've been watching you. You talking about the Eagles. I mean, the Yankees, you throwing smoke. Longest Quest says, SIG 1911-22 here. Fun and cheap to shoot. Hell yeah. The Ruger. Oh, so that's another one that I was looking at. The Ruger Mark IV Lite. Ruger Mark IV Lite might be between the SR22, not SR22, the SIG 322 and a Ruger Mark IV Light. Yeah. Jimmy says, have you run through 22 rounds lately? No, man, shoot. Those were the only rounds that I could get during the pandemic. So I was buying them like, and so Jimmy, you know, it's funny. As opposed to like keeping boxes, I was just dumping more rounds into that chest you gave me. So I had that chest, like I opened up a decent amount of boxes, and what I would do is just scoop out, like I have a quart, a cup container. It wasn't a quart, it was a cup container, and I scoop out, and I have a small ammo can that I put in my range bag, and I just fill that up. So like the last time I took the kids to the range, I mean, we probably went through 250, 300 rounds, if not more, maybe even closer to 500. Just click. I'm telling you, it's as fast as I was able to load those magazines up, they were shooting them. Mike says, man, I feel like an off ball for having a S&D. Wait, and Smith & Wesson MMP 45. No, I have a friend that has one of those. Smith, it is the MMP. No, he has an XDM 45. So I own a 45 as well. I own one 45. It is a Taurus 24/7 G2 in chambered in 45. That is the one 45 I own. It was my first pistol, and I didn't know any better. If I knew Texas Confederate, yeah, go Cowboys, right to the couch. Sean said, I'm finally getting a red dot. Trijicon has a $100 rebate through the end of the year. Might need a Glock MLS or the new P365 macro. I am not a fan of the P365 macro. One, SIGs. I'm telling you, Sean, do me a favor. Okay? Go out and test and try a can. Wait for you to get some paper or something. I want you to try a Canik TP9 Elite SC. The SC stands for subcompact. That is my summer carry. Okay, TP9 Elite SC subcompact, and it is about the same size as that 19 you're carrying, but it's cheaper, or I won't say cheaper, it's less expensive, and it comes with OptiCut ready. OptiCut ready. It comes with a holster. Out the box, from the factory, comes with a holster. Depending on where you get it, it'll come with a 12-round mag or a 15-round mag. That 15-round mag, you can set it up the way I set mine up, and we can talk about that if you want to have a handle that is almost the same size as probably like a 17. And dude, when I say I got me hooks and I can get my whole hand around the frame, the grip without a problem. The 19 was too short for me. My hand did not fit. My pinky was coming off the bottom of that 19. The Elite, the Canik Elite, and again, it's a Canik, CANIK, Canik TP9 Elite SC. Again, the SC is for subcompact. Oh, hold on one second. Give me a second, guys. Betty, I'm still here. I'm just checking on my side project. All right. Betty, hold up. I'm coming. I'm just going to might as well while I'm up. added wood to the fire there, and I'm gonna check. Whew. Oh yeah, these chicken skins are hot. They're not dried out though. They're getting cooked. Ooh, this one. Ooh. But what's crazy? Let me unplug. Hold on. We are. All right. So if you guys would have seen when I put this in here, oh shoot. Skin is dripping. When I put this in here originally, it took up all of the space that was right there. I'm going to get a glove, and I'm going to reposition those skins, or these skins. So give me a second. I'm going to reposition these and move them closer forward since they've shriveled up a bit. And we're going to take a yep, and rubbery right now. Let you sit on here for quite a while longer. But I'm gonna move them closer so I don't have to fight with them later. And actually, I'm gonna get the heat turned up a little bit. But they're rolling, so I guess I'll show you guys these, yeah. If only I could take a screenshot right now. Chicken skins. They taste okay. They probably could use a little more salt, but as they dry out, this salt will get concentrated. Now this is a highly technical move. Woo. That rack is hot. All right, so let's get this door closed, and this door closed, and you see this dripping here is from the chicken that I'm cooking. I thought it was a ritual, but nope. I missed. Let's get this back over there. All right. Hopefully, you guys appreciated that. Enjoyed that look into chicken skins. We are. It's been a little over an hour, I guess. So they're not done yet. So Sean started saying, I'm not a fan of the 365 macro, though the macro has a longer handle than the regular 365. Hog says, man, I'm eating cow foot soup. Nice. First Love said, Dash, I'm taking a CompTIA A+ early next year. That's what's up. I used to teach A+ course. Good luck. Definitely good luck. I am, I'm gonna say oddly enough, but I am A+ certified. Like I said, I used to teach that course. Sean, MVP, had MVP compact for a while, was a nice shooter. Hawk says if you don't shoot NATO rounds, it will not own the weapon. So Hawk, what's crazy? Canics are actually designed to shoot 124 grain NATO rounds. A lot of people end up having trouble with them. You gotta break them in. Ask me how I know. But the Canic TP9 series is meant to shoot 124 grain NATO round, and people have trouble with them because they shoot 115 grain round, and it's not heavy enough, and it doesn't provide 100% recoil, and there's problems with feeding and ejections. Again, ask me how I know.
Easy Bake said I've done like 3 or 4 IDPA events. I suck comp wise, but just love the scenarios and practical practice. You get, yep. Chachi, what's going on? He said, what's up? How you doing, Chachi? Mike said his wife has a Taurus Millennium G2 9mm for her carry. Nice. Oh, okay. So the G2, okay, that's a, I won't say full size, but that is considered a compact. So I do own a G2C as well as a G3C, the Taurus G2C as well as the Taurus G3C. Definitely G3C over the G2. Leaps and bounds better. That trigger on the G2 is it leaves a lot. Let's see. Sean says I'll see if my local range has one. You know I'm in Texas, so guessing they do. I'm pretty sure they do. Only thing is on the range, and this is one of those things I want you to hear me out and take it with a grain of salt. When you are on a range and using a ranged weapon, you have to understand that range weapon is beat. Because I know our range weapons, they beat the crap out of them. They beat them guns, and I am every 2 weeks we sit and we clean the firearms after work. These firearms get so dirty in 2 weeks. Hog says Canic TP9 SFX. I do own one of those, and a Glock 19X is all you need. So the SFX, for me, the SFX is a decent, like if I was gonna get into like some real competition shooting and like shooter competitions and like really trick it out, I would yeah. But the SFX is just a little too big. But I do carry an SFT. The Mete SFT is my current winter carry. So the SFX has a barrel length of I think it's like 5 inches, and the SFT is like 4 and it's like 4.5. No, shoot, don't give me the line. So the SFT is 4 and some change, and I think the SFX might be close to 5. So it might be 4.5 for the SFT and 5 for the SFX. Sean says, what's the aftermarket support on them? No. It depends on what you're looking for. Inside the waistband holsters, you can find them. They're not as readily available. So the difference is like a Volvo versus the Honda Civic. The Honda Civic is going to be that Glock. Any and everybody carries parts for the Honda Civic. Not everybody carries parts for that Volvo, but that Volvo, is different, but different is not bad. Different, it can be good. And I'm telling you now, once you shoot a Canic, you will never, ever, 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 ever want to go back to a Glock. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Brady Smokes says good night all. Yes. Jano says, dude, that shovel moved by itself for a second while you were gone. Yeah, probably did. Oh no, that shovel. There you go. This is the ghost was watching. Yep. What kind of smoker is that? I have been experimenting on a small cabinet electric smoker. Oh, it's so funny. Bryce said, "Where's the butt?" There is skin. I feel like there is skin off of the chicken butt on some of these thighs. But I say butt. Dano said, this is a homemade smoker. This is a smoker by Kirk. You guys know the Kirk, that guy down in Winchester, Virginia, or damn it. He's in not Winchester. Why can't I think? He's in Virginia. He's in Northern Virginia. Dash, you still have the Dodge pickup in the garage. So the Dodge pickup is not in the garage. It is in the driveway. Let me see. What can I show you in the garage? Yeah. So the garage is, I won't say clear, but there are no cars in the garage currently. I did do some organization. So you see Johnny 5 back there. This is a heavy equipment hand dolly. This dolly has this table chest on it. These are my aftermarket, my summer wheels technically for my Passat, but they will fit my ID4. Though the ID4 comes with 20s, those are 19s. So I have to lower my ID4. But you know, it's the garage is actually pretty clean right now. I have extra space in here. So like I said, side projects and stuff like that. Speaking of which, let me go check on my side project. Chachi says, long time since I've been able to make a live stream. I know. Let's see, Barbecue Short Line and his kitchen fight says, saludos from Tijuana, Mexico. Gracias para mirar. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I gotta go check on my project. All right. I am thinking good. We'll call this done. All right. Turn this off. Yeah. All right. You know, multitasking. I can look at the temperature. So the temperature right now on the left is just under 275 degrees, and on the right is, so we're looking at probably 270 versus 260-ish, I guess. Texas Confederate says, sometimes go to my local butcher in El Paso and get chicken breast skins for free because they sell skinless breasts and thighs. Nice. Mike said, I need to find a better holster for mine. Haven't found one I really like yet. Mike, what are you rocking? Because maybe I can give you some advice. Let's see. Josh says, speaking of Honda Civics, Josh in the house. Oh, yeah, Front Royal, Newcomb. Thank you. Gosh, I couldn't put Front Royal on it. Dino says, propane or electric, what do you think? This is well, it depends. I am not going to poo-poo whatever it is that you are cooking with or on. If I had the choice between propane or electric, I would probably choose propane because propane is a moist heat. There's moisture in propane. But whatever you're cooking on, I'm cool with it. Man, what Easy Bake, all the folks. Hello. No, Josh is not a Prius. It's not a Prius. Josh and Bethany, hello. Yes, indeed. Steven, propane or electric? None. Charcoal and wood? Nope. See, hog. That's the wrong way, man. The MMP 45. So the MMP, it's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to, you can go about it a few different ways. I know people who are very satisfied buying holsters off of Amazon, but I have found I really like, I like Tier 1 concealed. I was able to find the holster that I liked from, well, I'll say one that I liked, but when you do your research and figure out what it is you have and what you want, I am a fan of inside the waistband holsters. I have it's supposed to be an appendix rig with a sidecar. I unfortunately have a belly and can't carry appendix at all. So I do use the appendix rigs, and this is one of those things that you might be limiting yourself. So look for an appendix rig, so an appendix inside the waistband, so it'll be labeled AIWB. And I carry it strong side. I'm right-handed, so I carry it on my strong side at the, 4 or 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock. And it works very well for me. As if you were here earlier, as you saw, I can draw from that 4 o'clock strong side, and I don't have any problems. The AIWB with the sidecar, it ended up getting a little too heavy. So in the winter, I carry a full-size pistol with a full-size pistol with a 21. So it technically is it's a 21 plus 1. I don't carry 21 plus 1 because when I won't say uncock it, but when I take the round out of the chamber, I got tired of just letting the round sit on the table. So I carry exactly how many there are in the magazine. And then I carry a spare. The spare is, this is 23 rounds. So it got heavy on my side, and it would weigh down my belt. Not heavy as in uncomfortable and I wouldn't want to wear it. Heavy as in I had to keep pulling up my pants. Again, full size pistol with 20 plus rounds plus an extra magazine with 20 plus rounds. It gets heavy and it will slide down. So what I found is I carry just the the appendix rig strong side. So, and again, it's an AIWB rig strong side with just the pistol and the 20 rounds on at my 4 o'clock on the strong side, and then I carry the other magazine in a pocket. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Hellcat? So Hellcat Pro, not a fan of the Hellcat, but again, the reasons I'm not a fan of the Hellcat is one, the smaller the pistol, the harder they are to shoot. This is one of the things that people don't understand. Like, people are like, oh, I'm gonna get this teeny tiny pistol, I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and then you're not gonna be able to shoot a damn thing with it. Hellcat Pro, I approve of. Hellcat Pro is, I won't say is one, but at the range I work at, I am working on the retail side and not as much in the range, and I won't say I have a new appreciation, but I do say, the Hellcat Pro, the 365 Macro, or the 365 XL, the SIG, was it not SIG? M&P Shield Plus, actually that one. The grip Shield Plus is phenomenal, and it has a decent magazine capacity. Though I have big hands, so I am a fan of a double stack grip versus a single stack grip. But I understand if you want to. I want to be able to conceal it. No, I carry a double stack concealed. I carry a full size double stack concealed. Even in the summer, I could carry my full size double stack concealed, and it wasn't a problem. I am a big boy, so that is a little bit to it though. But I do like the Hellcat Pro, not just the regular Hellcat. It's too small for my hand. Mike says, "Yeah, I want to find something for inside the waistband." Yep, there you go. So I bought a Ruger EC9S to carry. You ever tried those? I believe I've shot the Ruger EC9, and so I had a Ruger SR9, and I looked at that was Ruger American. The EC9, if it is what I'm thinking of, because there's 1 to 9 and 1 to 40 cal. And there were people that came into the range. There was a couple people that came into the range and were shooting that 40 cal. That 40 cal one was like really blocky and square, but it shot 40 cal, and the 40 cal has a flat nose, and it would have problems feeding those 40 caliber rounds. So I was turned off to it that way. But I don't think I've shot the 9. I won't say as much. Hog, some I'm supposed to make custom kydex. Yes, indeed. Definitely. So the stores I am in and around, no one makes a custom kydex holster in the store. They are, pretty much, unless it's something really, really common, the SIG P365, unfortunately a 19, a Glock 19, a Glock 17, that's about it. Some 1911, some generic 1911 stuff, they'll fit. My knife doesn't need an extra magazine, Nuka. But I mean, look, I carry a knife too. I mean, but this is, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. That's all I got to say. I don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Let me check my fire here. Oh yeah. We're going to put another split down in here. It's funny, taste number 1 saw this and he's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's for moving logs in the fire." There we go. Perfect. Okay, so Are you cooking or what? Yeah, so Mr. Chachi, you missed it. I have some chicken skins in the smoker going. I lit a fire, I was just lighting the fire to light a fire, and taste tester number 1 was out here, and he's like, don't you want to put those chicken skins on? I really don't, but I will. All right. So I have 10 chicken skins. I cooked some chicken thighs over the weekend, and they were bone-in, skin-on thighs, and I prefer boneless, skin-less thighs, and breasts for that matter. But they didn't have that. So, all right, with the addition of me opening up the firebox and adding that split, this side is running at almost 300 degrees, and this side is catching up. It's halfway between 275 and 300, which is kind of what I would like to run the smoker at in order to cook chicken skins. We're trying to crisp them up a little bit. Yeah, so I have something going. Hey, listen, if you have not already, hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. I am, doing my thing. Dano says, 40 cal, I've had the Springfield XDM X40 for like 10 years. He said, I love it. Nice. Hog says that 43X shoots nice for the size. So again, I'm not a fan of single stacks, though I do own a 48. And the reason I bought the 48, and full disclosure, I'm not a Glock fan. I did have a 19. I had a 19 MOS, Gen 5 19 MOS. I bought it used. Big fan of used firearms. Okay, let somebody else take that depreciation hit. I bought enough new firearms in my day, so I will gladly let someone else take that depreciation hit. So I had a 19 MOS, Gen 5 19 MOS, and I had it, shot it, and I'm like, ugh, it was too small for my hand. I really didn't like it, so it stayed in the box. Stayed in the box. Well, stayed in the case. There was a guy that came into the range a month ago or so, and he kept talking about him wanting a 19 MOS, 19. I can't find one. I want one. I said, I just happen to have one. Would you be interested? He said, yeah. I said, all right, I'll sell it to you. So we met at the range, and I sold it. I made $50 on it. Didn't even have to do anything. It said, I put less than 50 rounds through it. I let other people shoot it, and they shot more rounds through it than I did. Easy Bakes, thanks for the chat. Good night, all. Yes. Do you smoke turkeys for Thanksgiving, Dano? Yes, I do. I sure do. But yeah, I didn't put very many rounds through it. When I sold it, it probably had less than 100 rounds total through that firearm. And it was unfortunate. I know I had some extra magazines, but I don't know where the hell they went. I'll say, yeah, for it. But when I sold it, I only had one magazine. So I don't know where they are. Maybe I took them out and put them in my safe, or they're in a bag somewhere. But we will have to. I gotta. If I find them, I'm gonna reach out to the guy. I know I bought an extra magazine for that pistol. I just can't find them. Yes. Good night, Jason. Thank you very much for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you being here. But yeah. 43X and a 48 are very similar. The 48 has a longer slide than a 43X. Like I said, I do own a 48. Again, another one I bought used. It is a non-MOS version, and I do have a light on it. So technically, that's the one that I keep saying I'm gonna put in my bedside, but I don't. I have something else. I'm going to limit this year. Yeah, Jimmy says, I'm going to limit this year to 15 turkeys. Yep, my limit is 16. Hard stop, 16. Bernadette, she's not Bernadette. Bessie is in the corner, tucked away. And I will be pulling her out and putting her in this position soon. Yep. So if you have not already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I guess we keep on talking for a little while. What's your opinion on the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 rifle in 5.56? Bought it like 2 years ago, but only took it to the range once. Put like 300 rounds through it. I'm a fan of the what is it? M&P 15. Oh, it's a sport. That's the end of, yeah. It's a 15 sport, or the sport 2 probably. I'm a fan. I actually was talking about the 1522. Again, I'm a fan. They are training rifles for, well, I have a training rifle and one is a pistol technically. Excuse me, for my kids. I was talking earlier about how my sons love shooting those firearms. We go to the range, and as fast as I can load them, they are firing them off with very little problem. That M&P 15, or it's an AR-15, is a decent entry level AR. And it'll kind of give you direction on what you want to do, because AR, I tell people all the time, ARs are like Legos. You can take you can take a lower and you can switch to upper, and you can switch the grip, and you can switch to sights. They're so very customizable, and I am like not an authority on ARs. I know jack squat about ARs, I feel like, but I can put one together if I had to. Hog says Springfield Emissary is the only pistol I've been disappointed in. Man, I can. Nylon 66 in her hand, and Smith & Wesson 1022. Nice. Nylon 66, and in her, I guess her handgun is a Smith & Wesson 1022. The Smith & Wesson 1022. Smith & Wesson 1022. That's a rifle, isn't it? Unless you're talking about no, that's yeah. Rice says, all right, everyone, fun listening, and I hope y'all have a fantastic night. You too, sir. First love, since I didn't know about guns, let's talk about pro wrestling. Since I don't know nothing about guns, let's talk about pro wrestling. Sure, Marlon. What do you want to talk about with pro wrestling? Chaji said he did a cook not that long ago, made 4 pork butts and 8 racks of spares. Nice. Jimmy says Knight Rider, M&P 1022. I gotta look it up, because the only 1022 I'm thinking of is it's the AR style 1022. Unless because that's a Ruger. The Ruger is a Mark IV that I'm thinking of. So M&P 1022 is an AR rifle, or a pistol technically if it's too small. The 1022 Chargers, those are nice. Anybody have any experience with those Chargers? Hogs, the $2 for the Georgia versus Florida game this Saturday. Nice. So in Bernadette a few weeks ago, I had 100 pounds of pork and 60 pounds of chicken. Yep. I had to say, she said, put me in, coach. What up, Joey? He said, LOL, I turned on and you're dressed in all black talking about AR rifles. He said, I love it. Oh, yeah, Joey, man, I'm all about my Second Amendment. Look, I wish I'm probably an honorary member of the NFAC, okay? If you know, you know, because my whole thing is this, man. I'm a big proponent of FAFO, okay? Again, if you know, you know. All right. Yes. I am not an official member of the NFAC, but if you know, if it hits the fan, look, FAFO, okay? FAFO. First Love says, could Ric Flair beat Hulk Hogan when they were both in their prime? I'm gonna say no. No. There was no beating Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was the ultimate good guy. Okay, Ric Flair just was like, woo! That was all Ric Flair had. He had that woo. That was about it. Hogan, man, what you gonna do when the Hulk man comes for you? Yeah, that again, you know, in my heyday, all right, oh god, this is GD and all black kidding. Yeah, every now and again, Thanos says, what's fueling that smoker back there next to that shovel that moved by itself? So this is a wood fire smoker. So you can see the temperature here, and this one, the temperature there on this side is up over 325, and we're at right about 300 degrees there. So Josh found something funny. Rowdy Piper. Rowdy, and you know it's so funny, right? And so as I read that, I said Rowdy Piper. His name is Rowdy Roddy Piper. But I mean, who actually ever said Rowdy? No one ever said Rowdy. Everyone always said Rowdy. Yeah, Rowdy. I never. Yeah, never. Okay, just for the fact you answered that question, I like you more. I mean, listen, dog, I know very little about wrestling, but wrestling back in the day, when I was a kid, and I won't say would watch, but saw wrestling, because that was like, ooh. But I never stuck with it, Marlon. How about that? And like nowadays, I couldn't tell you like the newest wrestling star I remember is so Brock Lesnar, and that's only because he crossed over to the UFC, and then I won't say he couldn't make it in the UFC, but he got too beat up in the UFC and went back to wrestling. What's the other guy who is a wrestler but does acting? But he's huge. What's that dude's name? Not Lesnar. Who else is it? I know you guys know who I'm talking about. He acts and he's huge. Terry says Jake the Snake versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Yeah, I think Jake the Snake won that one. No, not The Rock. I knew The Rock. He's later than The Rock. John Cena. Oh, Batista. I forgot about Batista. He was a wrestler. Batista. If you guys don't know, Batista is in the Galaxy movies. Why can't I think of the name of those Galaxy movies? But yeah. No, not Michael Hart, not Triple H. Brian, I don't even know who that is. He said Ron Simmons. Damn, wrestling sucks now. Nothing like the 80s, 90s, 2000s. He said I used to be a huge fan, especially the Attitude Era. Pyromaniacs. I mean, look, I'm never even... Pyromaniac has never chimed in. So, Marlon, consider yourself, like, banging because you pulled somebody that has never said anything into the conversation. Jimmy says, ravishing Rick Rude and Wahoo McDaniel used to come Dove, yeah, hunt. Dove, yeah, hunt with us. Okay. Me says the Hardy Boys and Generation X. Terry said I was a 80s fan, yeah. Jack says John Cena is a clown. He had a short shot at the Bella trend. Meeg says late 90s, early 2000s here. Bella twin, I guess. Chachi says, did you ever come to Texas? I have not been back down to Texas this year. Marlon says AEW is old school wrestling. Joey says, I only like the wrestlers that have been on the show. Brutus Beefcake, Jim Brunzell, Laney Poffo, Buff Bagwell, and a couple others. LOL. The old heads know Ron Simmons, and Butch Reed. I guess I'm not old enough. Josh says, oh, and happy really late birthday. Look, Terry says, I remember when Hulk Hogan had a cartoon. Hell yeah, me except McFarley. I don't know. Y'all talking. No, I don't remember the Bella twins. I guess I will have to look them up. Heard from a bandmate, Kevin Nash's son died from a heart attack, quitting drug cool turkey down. Ooh. Is that tonight, Dano? Did that happen today? Quint says, Dash and Brother Terry, what's up? Come on, man. You don't know Mick Foley? No, I don't remember. Josh says, love you, Dash. Well, thanks, man. I love you too, dog. Look. Hold up. I just bought some new Crocs, Josh. Ooh, I can't. I'm too old and fat. I'm just going to take it off my foot. Because, Josh, yo, let me just tell you, these Crocs, fur-lined. Talk about a game changer. Yo, my feet are so warm in these shoes. Like, my feet feel good. My foot is actually cold that I took it off. These are brand new. We went to the mall last weekend, and I say mall, we have a Arundel Mills. It's an outlet mall. Oh man, foot feels so much better now. Put it back on my foot, man. So, Josh, we went to the mall, and I'm trying to think why we went. We just went to hang out. Excuse me. And we go into the Crocs store, and I'm like, I ended up buying Crocs for myself, taste tester number 1, 2, and 3. They were buy one, get one, 50% off. So, of course, everyone had to find Crocs. But, yo, these insulated Crocs, man. Oh, yeah. No Mega Croc Master. Mick Foley. No, man, I've been drinking too. Dude, get some spoiler waiting for those Crocs. No, sir. Bam Bam Bigelow. Now, I do remember Bam Bam Bigelow. Again, in name only. I wasn't a big fan. Mick Foley is mankind, dude. Loving anybody, huh? So I remember Cactus Jack. Mick Foley, I don't remember. Dude Love, That she going to Outlands get together November 4th. Oh, damn it. I didn't know about Outlands get together on November 4th. My father-in-law, my wife told me today, my father-in-law's coming down to my house that weekend. But if I could get down there, I might. He's famous. Hell, the cell match was classic. Terry says, okay, let me think. Think about what? What you thinking about? I did not know about Mick Foley's Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind, his alter egos. Oh, okay. So I remember Cactus Jack, but I don't remember Mick Foley. But, see, calm down. I stopped watching wrestling in the late 80s, probably. Seriously. I stopped watching wrestling in the late 80s. Like, dude, I remember Hulk Hogan, Sergeant Slarge, what is it? Sergeant, what was his name? Sergeant Sarge? No, I can't remember his name. And Meeks, I've been drinking. So, I got one beer left. That they're catching up to me finally. Undertaker was awesome as a kid. Epic intros, yes indeed. He had the blue steel. Oh, Sergeant Slaughter. There we go. Why can't I remember his name? Sergeant Slaughter. Yes, definitely remember. Sergeant Slaughter was in the Hulk Hogan cartoon too, wasn't he? Dusty Rhodes, Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, yes, and Sergeant Slaughter, yes. There we go. First lesson, Undertaker. Yeah, like that was around the time when I was getting out of wrestling. I think I discovered my bike at that point, and I was riding my bike more than I was watching wrestling on TV. Daniel says you like bourbon. So oddly enough, bourbon was one of the things I learned to try to do while I was, during COVID lockdown. I tried to learn the bourbon, so I have an appreciation for bourbon. Andre the Giant, hell yeah. Ken, thank you for joining us and piping up in the conversation. Appreciate you. Chachi says, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yes, indeed. Terry Funk, the real hardcore icon, huh? Dick the Bruiser. Good old Terry Funk. He said, hell yeah. I remember when Stone Cold was Stunning Steve. Okay. Who is, damn. This guy he's in Texas now. And he hangs out with Matt from Demolition Ranch. That's not Stone Cold. Why can't I think of who it was? But he was talking about not Sting. Oh man, I remember Sting. Yeah, the wrestler. Goldberg. That's who it is. Goldberg. Goldberg was talking about how he transitioned from pro football into wrestling. And he just said that he tried harder than everybody else. So Goldberg is another one of those folks that, I knew from wrestling, real world stuff. Excuse me. All right. Goodness. If you can't find it, get you some Buffalo Trace or Blanton's. Hard to find here, close to the coast. But interstates is easier. So I won't say I prefer. I guess I could say I could prefer Buffalo Trace to Blanton's. I do actually have let's say a couple bottles. I have a bottle and probably a bottle and a half of Blanton's. I won't say again. I'm not the biggest fan of Blanton's. If I had my choice, right? So if I had my choice, so when I tried to learn the bourbon, I bought a Buffalo Trace, I bought an Angel Envy, and I bought something else. Like I was like, let me get something like a little cheaper, give me something a little mid-road, and then give me something a little better. So I've had Buffalo Trace, and I don't mind Buffalo Trace. Blanton's, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Blanton's. If I had my choice, all right, and I do have a bottle of Pappy. All right, I was lucky enough, and I have a bottle of Pappy. I can drink it, and it goes over my head because I can't appreciate it because I'm not that big of a fan. But I do have a bottle of E.H. Taylor. That E.H. Taylor, to me, is better than Blanton's. So my E.H. Taylor and my Pappy are the ones that I've set aside. The Blanton's is just collecting dust. And when I had some Buffalo Trace, it was Buffalo Trace and I'm trying to think. I guess it was Buffalo Trace. Oh, you could go back on the live streams from way back. Well, it was way back, but during the pandemic, Angels and was it Angels Envy? It might have been Angels Envy, Buffalo Trace, and then I had something else that was like, yeah, it was basic, real basic. Jack says Stone Cold ex-wife is now with Brock Lesnar. Stone Cold used to beat her. Wow. Brock Lesnar. Wow. Showed my wife Stunning Steve, and she could not see was Stone Cold. Yakuza. Wow. Look at that. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Hog said, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah. What's your best Ric Flair? Daniel says, can you find Blanton's easily? So I used to work close to it was a Costco in DC. And at Costco in DC, they used to have a bourbon allocation. So once a month, they used to get like a drop, and they would get bottles of bourbon, like to the point where you had to, like, you could go in and buy one bottle of Blanton's, one bottle of E.H. Taylor, one bottle of, you know, like you were limited on what you could buy, because what was happening is folks were going in, buying 10 and 15 bottles, and then reselling it for twice the cost, because no one could get it, and they're like direct resellers. So they're like, nope, y'all can't do that. You have to, you know, you're limited to one bottle. But, you know, of course, you know, I have ways. And in the beginning, I was able to like buy a couple bottles, turn around, go back in, buy a couple bottles, turn around, go back in, buy a couple bottles. It is what it is. So I had a few bottles of Blanton's. I think I've had like 4, maybe 3 or 4 bottles of Blanton's. But that E.H. Taylor, I was only able to get that one time. The Pappy, I was only able to get that one time. Buffalo Trace is something that they carry regularly. And I haven't had issues there. But, I mean, folks fawn over Blanton's. Like, oh my God, Blanton's. The bottle I got, I could probably sell it and make profit off of. And I wouldn't think twice about it. Hillbilly Jim, I remember that guy. Rock and Roll Express, I remember those guys. Midnight Express, Road Warrior. How's the EV, Mr. Chachi says? I look, in 4 months, I have 12,000 miles, 12,000 plus miles on it. I love that thing. I'm having such a ball. Laura, oh my goodness. Hello. Pyromaniac says my favorite bourbon is Maker's Mark. Dusty Rhodes. Wow, I remember that guy's name too. Yes, indeed. Laura's here. Laura, wow. Now that she's here, look, here it is. Almost. Yep, almost. I'm telling you, Laura, I have not yawned a single time. I haven't yawned a single time that has not been here. NWR. I remember the New World Order, but that was about it. I couldn't tell you who was in it, but I mean, I remember they were like the good guys turned bad guys, and I can't remember who was in it though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Laura, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you being here. Sorry, Marlon. I'm just sorry. I mean, at least I'm honest. Ugh. I tell you when I don't know stuff. Let me check on these chicken skins. Oh, yep, they're dried out. They're getting crackling. Nope. Oh yeah. Shoot. Woo! Y'all want to see this? Y'all want to see him? Let me unplug my phone. All right. So there are the chicken skins, and I guess this one is the smallest one. We will, show you guys what's up. So definitely good amount of salt, good amount of seasoning. Yeah, it's hot. But getting the heat kicked up on here, whoo, they're done. I'm about to get a glove and some aluminum foil. We'll take them in the house. Taste tester number 1 will appreciate these in the morning. Yawn number nothing, Laura. I have not yawned at all. I just wanted y'all to hear that crunch. A little too much salt on that one, but sometimes I will take over salt versus under salt. I'm gonna get these guys on this piece of foil. Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? Chicken skins. Bumpy, you still on? What's up, man? They are literally like crackling. They are. All right, so I probably didn't need to put that last bit of salt on here, but I don't want to close them up. I don't want them to get soggy. They still need to be, glove. All right. I took the hose up to the house because I had to fill up my wife's fish tank. So it will be a perfect time to clean out the smoker while it's hot. But of course, I can't do that because I'm just scraping the grates just because it's hot. It's easier to scrape the grates when the grates are hot. So we're just going to scrape them off a little bit, knock them a bit. So this grate is, I won't say is, but when Kirk designed this, Kirk again from Front Royal, when he designed the smoker, he only put the handles on the lowest grate. But I don't use this grate on the lowest grate because it gets stuck. But I don't cook on the lowest grate. It's too hot, and we are out of water down here. But the whole thing is, if there's any of these other grates, you can get your hand under and pull on them, so you don't really need a handle. But it makes sense. So because I don't really move this lowest grate, and I actually have it turned upside down so I can still grab the handle, but it is stuck in there. It takes some finessing to get out. But these top two grates, they're in there, and scrape off this edge just because there's gunk on it. So that the next time I use Bernadette, should be cleaner. Scrape off some of the gunk off the edge. And I'm going to scrape off these. These are Quart plates here. And I kind of use them as tuning plates to try to help even out the temperature. All right, so that concludes my smoking chicken skins. I have two pieces of wood over here, and this is mulberry. So you see that yellow, how yellow this is? That's how you can tell it's mulberry, because of the color. Once the wood gets seasoned, it's a lot harder to tell exactly what it is. And that one split, that one split had chicken grease on it because I had it on the floor. All right, let's get back to the comments. Let me move these chicken skins off to the side on the table so I don't knock them over or anything. All right. Ooh, goodness. All right, let's see here. So now we just have the fire going to provide warmth. I might actually open up the door. Let's do that so I can get some heat. And while we're at it, we're gonna throw another. Oh man, I'm feeling that heat already. Sheesh. Put this bark in there. And we got a decent split. Put that in there. Yeah, buddy. Feeling that warmth already. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that fire. But I definitely feel that heat coming off of there. All right, so let's see. Let me catch up to the comments. Dano said to subscribe. Super cool. Well, thank you, Dano. Appreciate that. First Mother says, if you have not done it already, like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you, Marlon. Texas Confederate says, good night, my friend. I have to get up at 3 to do a towing job for the sheriff's department. Nice. Hogs, they pay for more for the tow. Laura says, yo, number 2, what are you talking about? How do you smoke ribs? The 3-2-1 method, 3 hours, 2 hours, submerged in sauce, then 1 hour smoked on a grill. So I just kind of cook my ribs. I don't do any 3-2-1 type stuff. Actually, look, I'm gonna close down this vent on the side. Since I have the door open. Come on, baby. All right. There we go. There's some ash in that slide. I should open up this. That's gonna be better. So we'll open this back up. So I'm opening up the firebox. Excuse me, opening up the cook chamber to let the heat from the cook chamber come out and warm me up. Versus the firebox, just because it was burning a little bit too hot. I didn't want a whole bunch of stuff coming out. All right, so let's see. Terry says, Dash, where did you get that brush? So it's not a brush, it's actually a scraper. And I got it from Harbor Freight. It is I have 2 of them. One of them is that's a 5-foot scraper, and the other is a handheld scraper. If you go to Harbor Freight and look for a scraper, you'll see them. So Laura says, am I boring you? Yeah. So I cooked chicken skins, Laura. Flame like the Yule log on TV for Christmas. Yes, indeed, Jack. Yes, indeed. Actually, I have filmed videos of the fire going and have thought about doing like a 10-hour Yule log type thing. Hog said, I started cutting my woods at different lengths. Pecan 10 inches, oak 12 inches, just to tell the difference when it's seasoned. That is a great damn idea. Wow. That's a great idea. Huh. All right, so Marlon says, okay, I'll get back into your wheel well. Can you time your cook with the wood you use, i.e. the size of the wood type, size of the smoker? So one of the things I learned a long time ago, I don't time my cooks. I cook until the food is done. Because when you start timing your cooks, what's going to end up happening is the food is not going to be ready when you want it, when you expect it to be ready. Let's put it that way. Again, I've just gotten to the point where I cook things and I try to have things done ahead of time before I need them. And it is, again, a wise barbecue man says all the time, it is far easier to reheat things than it is to cook it, okay? Cooking is gonna take this amount of time. Reheating is just gonna take this amount of time. So you spend your time cooking easily and without stress, and then you let everything get done and be done ahead of time, ahead of schedule, and then you reheat stuff when you need it. Far easier. Marlon said, I'm only asking you because you suck at wrestling trivia. Listen, I will suck at wrestling trivia. I know I suck at wrestling trivia. I own that. Oh, you know what? Speaking of wrestling trivia, I have one beer left. Maybe I'm not going to say I'll shotgun it like Stone Cold, but who am I kidding? It's funny. I talking about 22 LR. I got a bunch of 22 LR sitting on the end of that table that came out of my car. So now the water that I had down in the bottom of the smoker has evaporated, and what you're seeing is actually grease burning off. And what'll happen, or what I will do, is get that bottom grate pulled out, scrape all of the drippings, but that is the grease from the chicken skins kind of burning off right now. It doesn't smell the best, so I'm gonna close this and hope that smoke goes out of the garage. But we'll keep talking for a little while. Y'all want to talk till what, 11:30 or so? Well, I mean, you talking about wrestling trivia and Stone Cold, man. Look, I'm gonna do this just for you. All right. So, with Stone Cold, I've seen a lot of people using that sound. He was like, "So I drank a beer, then I drank another beer," and they're like traveling and going all around, and so yeah. You start talking about wrestling, a wrestler that drinks a whole bunch is Stone Cold. Oh, and Goldberg was telling a story. So I listened to a podcast from Roman Atwood, and so it was Roman Atwood, Goldberg, Matt from Demolition Ranch, and Brittany, Roman's wife. And Goldberg was talking about how he headbutted the door, or he punched the door and he broke his hand, or he really hurt his head or something. No, he punched through a door. And when he punched through the door, he broke his hand. So when he saw Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's like, "Give me one of them beers." He said he chugged a couple beers to try to help numb the pain in his hand or something like that. But it was kind of a cool story. Hojo said, "Enjoying the cold beer. What flavor are you enjoying?" So this is a Busch Light, and these are Busch Light apples. I'm telling you, they taste just like apple cider, like hard cider. Daniel says shirt ideas over salt than under salt for easier to reheat than to cook. Oh yeah, far easier to reheat than cook. Yeah. I had ADD code from work. No C, thank you. Oh yeah. Well, definitely. Come forward says, how do you smoke your pork loins? I don't smoke pork loins. I've cooked a few pork loins, and when I say a few, like seriously, 2 or 3. Give me hell yeah. So, I don't smoke pork loins. My family is not a fan of pork loins. I had a woman who asked me to cook pork loins for her this is years ago now. Years ago. She was having a Valentine's Day event. And I smoked pork loins for her. She was the only person I smoked pork loins for, like paid to smoke pork loins for. My family, like I said, they're not fans of white meat, and pork loin is definitely a white meat. Not very much fat, and like even when I undercooked or like cooked them to a perfect temperature, they're just like nope. Same thing with chicken breasts, chicken breasts, turkey breast. Like I have to literally undercook it and then the carryover hit that 165-ish temperature, or they will complain. They are, I don't know what it is. Hog says Stone Cold love Budweiser. Yeah, well. Hobo says old school wrestling, the Von Erks, Dusty Rhodes, Tony Atlas, Junkyard Dog, the Freebirds, Scandler Akbar, Kamala. The list is endless. Ooh, who was the was it the Sheik? I remember there was like a Sheik. No, I remember him. Oh man, and why can't I think of this guy? Was an announcer, but he has a burger joint. And when I used to ride with my friends, we used to do this loop where we would leave from Maryland, drive out to Virginia, drive all around down and through Virginia, and then drive up around like through the George Washington National Forest up into West Virginia and in and through West Virginia, and then up and around the panhandle of Maryland. I cannot think of he was an announcer, a wrestling announcer, but he had a restaurant. It was a burger joint, and it was in the middle of nowhere in West Virginia, and that was like not our halfway point, but like we stopped there for lunch every time we did this. It was like a 600-mile loop that we would do in a day. Steven says, although I like Stone Cold, I'm an Undertaker all the way. First Love said he punched through a window out for 6 weeks, headbutted the door, and went to a match hurt. Yes. So when he punched the window was when he broke his hand. So, and I don't know if it was the window, the Iron Sheik. There we go. I don't know if it was the window or what, but he punched something and broke his hand. And he said he drank a bunch of beers with Steve Austin or Stone Cold to help him feel better. He used to mix it up with him. So Jim Duggan. Iron Sheik is Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Yes. Jim Ross. Oh, okay. I found where the cool kids hang out after hours. Randy Shifter. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. See, what you really need to know, Randy, is this is not where the cool kids hang out after hours. The cool kids start out here. You are now just joining the cool kids because the cool kids been here all along. So if you a cool kid, type cool kid down below. Cool kid. Oh yeah, definitely. He punched the window at WCW, so it was Stone Cold. Okay, you still live in Maryland? Yes, Hojo. I am in Baltimore City. Yes, I am. Still living Baltimore living. Terry says cool kid. Yep. Marlon got here late, but he's an official cool kid. Joey, you still here? Joey's a cool kid. you know, Joe's a stoner. He's definitely a cool kid. Steven's a cool kid. Hell yeah. Let me sub to the channel and hang out then. Hell yeah. Randy, shit. Yeah, look, dude. So, Randy, you are joining me. I am sitting in front of Bernadette. I call her Bernadette because she burns stuff. So she has been affectionately named Bernadette. She did okay tonight, though. I cooked some chicken skins. I made chicken skin cracklings tonight. I don't say I don't cook on her often, but the whole thing is I had a bigger event I had to cook for, and it was an event at my daughter's school, and I pulled out Bernadette. Actually, those have cooled, so I'm gonna wrap them up. I'll put them in the house when I go in the house soon. So I cooked on Bernadette, so she was still like ready to cook on. Randy, thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. First Love said I'm a grown man, so I will not be typing cool kid. I mean, listen. I'm a grown-ass man too, okay? But just because you're getting old does not mean you have to grow up. And I will be one of the cool kids forever and eternity, even though I'm old. And I'm older than, I won't say a lot, but I'm older than a few of you guys here. I will always be a cool kid, okay? How about just Marlon, what about just cool cat? All right, you one of the cool cats, all right? How about that? Chachi says I'm not cool. Manny John says, how's the catering going? It's crazy. I've been doing, I'm gonna say more, but I did a decent sized catering event. I mean, I'm gonna say I made some, but I did a decent catering event, but it was a catering / charity event for my daughter's school. So I walked away with 60% of my sales, and the other 40% I donated to the school. Jack says, Betty says she's a cool kid. All right. Jimmy says he's a clear kid. Yeah, Jimmy. Yep. Hog said I punched the window and ended on Stranger Things outside world. Laura says chug, chug, chug. I drank a beer. First Love says the Four Horsemen. Yeah. Hojo says you ever go to Chaps? Yes. I go to Chaps. Chaps is actually clear on the other side of town, so I don't go to Chaps often. But the place for me, the place where I get pit beef from, is a place called Pioneer Pit Beef. That place is about 10 to 15 minutes away from my house. And I mean, I won't say they know me, but I go in there and like I've got inside jokes with the folks that work there. Though Chaps, the guy the guy who owns Chaps, his name is Rob, and Rob and I are cool. I've gone into Chaps and I went in there and wearing something that says Still Drum Smokers Barbecue, and he's like, "What is this Still Drum Smokers? What's that all about?" And we got to talking, and I'm like, "Well, I got some pulled pork outside. You want some pulled pork?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, all right. So I went outside. I got him some pulled pork, and he said, man, you give me lunch, I give you lunch. I'm like, word? He's like, yeah. So, like, I could find it. I'm sure I could find it. But I have a message from him. He's like, dude, if you ever open up a store, like a storefront, he's like, don't open it near me because I like your pulled pork a lot. So, yeah. Mario, what's going on? He said, yes, it's Mario. All right, so I can't read the is it called kanji? But it says, what's up, Mr. Barbecue? Sorry, Hogs is 45. Manny says, right on, Mario here too. This is the spot. Hell yeah. I'm telling you. Coke 45 is zigzags, baby. That's all we need. Man, cool dog. All right. Manny says, cool. Mario. Third squad, are you smoking ribs on and whole wings for your Eagles for the Super Bowl? So third squad, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. How about this? First and foremost, the Phillies got to get in and through the World Series. Then I can start talking about what the Eagles going to do. Because I'm a Philly homer. I don't white meat snorts. I am white meat. Listen, Laura, I don't. Oof. I'm telling you, man, my family, they just don't like white meat. When I cook turkey, pork loin, smoking pork loin, oof, nope. I mean, and it's not like I don't do it. I do a decent job at smoking it. They're just like, yeah. Chachi, what? Chachi. I mean, come on, son. What are you doing? I know I have a Phillies hat, so I feel like I've traded on my Phillies. Like I used to always wear a Phillies hat in the summer and an Eagles hat during the winter. And I stopped buying Phillies hats. I stopped buying Phillies hats. And I just would only buy Eagles hats because I'm a bigger Eagles fan than I am a Phillies fan. But I know I have a Phillies hat like somewhere in the back of the garage in one of those boxes. But they're like old Phillies hats. Panthers beat the Bucks. That is all. All right. Chachi says, you know I'm from Houston. Well, you know I'm from Philly. I almost reached the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know I'm from Philly. What you doing? Randy said, I'm from Houston. Sorry to hear that. You know what I mean? I'm saying. Because it's my joint. Man. Look, you guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I can't say thank you enough. Bumpy, where you at, man? You haven't commented in a hot minute. Bumpy fell asleep. Chachi just want to take this outside. Come on, man. What do you think this is? No, he got me tripping. I'm outside, Chachi. I'm outside. Dog, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Huh? I'm outside. Where you at? Where you at, Chachi? You ain't nothing. Chachi, you ain't nothing. Nothing. Grumpus said, hey, Dash and everybody. Sorry I'm late. Just got home. He said family stuff. That's all right. Marcel, how you doing? Marcel, you about to witness Chachi getting beat up. Actually, he ain't gonna get beat up. Hey, yeah, he ain't gonna get beat up. He gonna be holier than thou. Okay, that's what Chachi's gonna be. Hawk said, "We out, ya." Yes, indeed. Jack said, "Stop it!" Like we're on the playground. First going to shoot the guy in the car. Now you gonna pull a blades. Man, you have changed. Hope Joseph, thanks for the live entertainment. Everyone have a great evening. Yes, indeed. Chachi said, LOL. Gee, dog, don't look. FAFO. Okay, look it up. If you don't know what FAFO means, FAFO. Man, BKC Cooks, he said, hey everybody, what's going on, man? It's been a minute since you've popped on. All right, I'm gonna go sit back down. Chachi, you good, Chachi? Cause Chachi, if you know, if I need to stay outside, let me know. Cause I'm outside right now. Oh, Jack, there's the pickup truck. You were asking about the pickup truck, and for those of you not wondering, but there is Vanna. Vanna is, you know, she's there. Vanna will start, but Vanna smokes up a bunch. Grandma said wrestling in the dirt. I ain't wrestling nothing, man. I'm too old to be wrestling. Hog said I'm throwing sand in his eyes. All right, Chachi, I'm gonna sit my butt back down then. All right, that's what's up. I'm gonna sit down, Chachi. He said I don't want no smoke. All right, I'm gonna sit down. We're gonna let it be. Oh, just don't get out of the pocket, Chachi. You know, don't want no smoke, then don't let it be none. No, I have not sold Vanna. I want to sell Vanna, but Vanna is I don't quite know what to do with Vanna. I don't feel right selling Vanna to someone without disclosing that she needs a head gasket. But I don't want to disclose that she needs a head gasket because then I won't be able to get the money I want out of Vanna. Yeah. There's a trailer. The first thing we watched of yours, the trailer build. Yep, the trailer is out there too. So that was trailer 1.0. I mean, those of you guys who have been around, so there is the Watchman stove, and you're not gonna be able to see it, but the trailer 2.0 is down there. That's the fender for the trailer. Let's not talk about it, but this is my growing scrap metal pile that has to go to the, oh, look at that, thank you. Yay, that's the only person you want smoke from. But yes, there is the $50 trailer, all right. The pickup truck, Vanna. There is Debbie, the Passat. There's my wife's van, and the ID4 is up there at the top of the driveway. The ID4 has claimed top of driveway status. What else is around here? Every now and again, someone asks me about the double grill. I want to say I hate that thing. I really don't like that thing. That was my first foray into making a double grill, and I did it all wrong. Like, I cut out the grill as opposed to. So what I should have done with this is I should have welded the grill all together and then cut the whole thing in half. But I didn't. I actually cut out the doors, and it is not a good design. Any of the drums that I did, I did a couple like I did a couple grills. I did 2, maybe 3 grills like this out of 55-gallon drums, and I cut them in half. That was a much better design. Cut them in half and actually welded a piece of angle iron to the edge and made it like a nice closing edge, versus using that thin sheet metal. Oh, horrible. It just did not work out. It will not work out very well. So if you ever see somebody who welds like 2 drums together and then they make a grill, like a double grill out of it, and it doesn't, like, it's not cut in half and opens up, like if they cut a door out of it, run away. How do you feel about the remake of House Party? So from what I've been told, that remake is actually pretty good. I have not watched it. Hog cracking me up. He says, Dash is the only person you want smoke from. Yes, indeed. Third Squad, what's up with you, man? Thank you for popping in. Randy says, if you was in H-Town, that van would have swangers. I mean, I don't know about that now. I mean, look, we're going to see. Chachi said, Dash, you need to sit down. You're going to get hurt. Nah, I'm fine. It's funnier we watched you building the trailer before we even knew that you barbecue. Well, that's what's up, man. Thanks, Jack. You know, it's funny how people got here. Like, there are people who actively watch my channel who got here way back when I was doing my beard. Like, there's 2003. I had the beard. It was a beard growth. It wasn't a challenge. It was a beard growth project. I shaved my beard completely. So those of you guys who want to go back, there is a playlist from 2013 where I shaved my beard completely. So those of you guys who are watching now, who are going to go back and search and seek out that playlist, I want you to comment on some of those older videos like, oh my goodness, wow. Yeah. I'm just, I left them up there. They're out there. The trailer build, when I blew up the engine in the Passat and I took that apart, there's a lot of folks who got here because of Vanna. Definitely getting that 6-liter diesel van was a big thing. Doing maintenance on my Passat, there's a lot of folks who were into diesel content and then they stayed for the barbecue. There's a few folks who recently have been here or got here because of the EV content. And there hasn't been very much EV content, but they stayed for the barbecue. Then of course there's plenty of people who were here for the barbecue and then they stayed for the live streams and they're here for any and everything else that I post. So I'm very appreciative and grateful of all of you guys. Laura says I've been sick this past week with the cold. Took a test for COVID, negative. That's what's up. Let's get into that freezer. I'm not in the house with the freezer, so there is no freezer, no freezer. Plus, I drink beer. I know better than drinking liquor after drinking beer. Ain't no way. Thank you, Steven. So done with being sick. Yeah. Operator says I'm quiet, but I'm here. Always watching and lurking. Well, you know, don't be too quiet. You can say hi. That's all I ask you. You should be like, yo, man, hey, I'm here. You know, hey, what's up? That's it. You don't have to like write a dissertation or let's see, somebody who was annoying. Chachi. You don't have to be like Chachi. You know, talk about the Astros and start talking trash about Houston and you know other stuff like that, and then talk about want to take it outside. You don't get beat up. Don't get holier than thou, okay? But you know, operator, you can say what's up. That's it. That's just courtesy. Jack says, I remember talking to you while you were picking up pinball machines. Yes. So you know it's funny, Jack. I remember you too because I believe one of those times I was live. And you gave me so much grief about going live and doing a live stream while I was driving. And I haven't done it since. So I believe it was you. If it wasn't you, it was someone else. But yeah, you made me feel really bad about that. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm just driving down the road. I can, yeah. Yes, Laura, feel better for sure. Operator says I play it in the background while I'm working. Nah, no need to apologize. I'm just giving you a little grief. Hey, Chachi. Air and opportunity, dog. Air and opportunity. Mario says, what pellet cooker do I have again? I have a Traeger Pro 21 or something like that. I think it's a Traeger Pro 21. Marcel says, I hope you're feeling better soon, Laura. Yes, indeed. Emma's home today and probably tomorrow. She has a cold. Yes. Chachi says, wow. Dash is intense. Yo, my permit is good for Texas, dog. I will come see you in Houston. I will see you in Houston. Hog says we want the smoke and the fire. Yes. Can you hear the fire just going behind me? Man, I am at 3 hours. Tonight has been it's been a good night. I've really how much is the head gasket? The head gasket on my van, the cheapest quote I have gotten so far has been $6,500. $6,500. Randy says, Joe from Bring the Smoke channel invited me. That's what's up. Bring the Smoke. All right. Jack says, yep, it's me. But in defense, I was life once in Oklahoma and almost lost my life in a tornado. Betty was on a live stream that night. She said I was scared. So Jack, yeah, I remember you guys were in that tornado. I was life once and almost lost my life in a tornado. I remember the night you guys were on a live stream and you were like, hey, we gotta go. There's a tornado that is about to hit, you know, where we are in Oklahoma. And I was worried for you guys. I had something out of teeth. I know I told you I had something out of teeth. Chachi, I didn't chicken out. I have priorities. Chachi, I told you before, and if I haven't made it abundantly clear, I'm gonna make it clearer. Okay. So when I travel, a lot of times it costs me money. If I have the ability to do jobs that make me money, I'm going to opt to make money versus having to expend money. So I've had events that that I am I cook for that make me money versus the ones that I don't, and I don't make money. Third Squad says, what's your next big cook? So I have been asked to cook a Thanksgiving lunch for a company. I did it before, and I can't remember if I did a video for it. You know, it's kind of one of those things. It's been 4 years. It was 2019, around Thanksgiving 2019. I cooked for this company last, and it was cool because the lady who asked me to do this event for her, one, she had been a follower of mine on Instagram for a very long time. Then she asked me to come and cook for her job, and I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. I'm like, how'd you find out about me? She's like, oh, I've been following you for a long time, blah, 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 and I just never did anything. But then she ordered food for her and her family a few years. So she ordered food in 2019 for her company. Then she ordered food, I swear, maybe for Christmas, but maybe not. No, she ordered food for Thanksgiving for her. And then that year also, so one of her bosses, one of her managers ordered food as well. I remember taking food to her. This lady's house was gorgeous. It was a huge house in Northern Virginia, huge. And then, of course, 2020, we normally go away for Christmas and the manager or the girl, her name is Kelly. Kelly ordered food because if it didn't go away, so I actually cooked for Christmas, and I was like, yeah, I'm cooking. But yeah, that's the next biggest event, and that's going to be for like 30 30-ish people. Then of course that's the week before Thanksgiving, and then Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, I don't have anything planned as of right now. And we're probably going to be going away for Christmas again. We go away for Christmas, so I'll probably be in Florida for Christmas. But I got contacted today about doing an event. So you guys remember that 500-person event? The coordinator for that event reached out to me today, this afternoon, and she is asking for a quote to 350 to 400 people. So I'm all for it because that's a big money maker for me. What kind of wood am I burning? So I have some. There's some oak, some mulberry, and so like this one right here is a little redder. I believe this might be cherry or red oak, and then that one right there is a little more yellow. That one is mulberry. Pretty sure. I'd have to cut into it. After a season on the outside, you really can't tell. But I might have to consider. Well, I can't really, because my rounds are already cut into the size they're cut. Is it a crime to smoke chicken? No, not in my opinion. I know some people look down on it. No. So, operator, here's my thing, right? I tell people all the time, you want to smoke chicken because, like, especially if you have a new smoker, you want to learn that smoker. And how else are you going to learn? Excuse me. How else are you going to learn how to cook on that smoker if you don't cook like a cheap meat? Chicken is going to be the cheapest, most economical. And here's the next thing. One of the things you cannot mess up, especially if you cook chicken thighs or chicken legs. And I always suggest people start with chicken legs because they are so very forgiving. And they are the cheapest part of the chicken. Because people like me don't eat chicken legs. But I digress. And I'm getting cold. I'm getting ready to open up the doors here because chilly. Alright. Yeah, fire's dying down. I could tell it is getting cooler in this garage. So we are going to put one on top, over the top, and I'm gonna put one in the corner to warm up a bit. I will roll that one into the fire in a bit. Depends on if I keep talking or if I go inside. Y'all see the ash flying around? It's like it's snowing. Gosh. Ugh. Anyway, all in my beard, all on me. Betty, I was here in Indy. I was traveling, getting the van in Arizona. Oklahoma sucks. Tornado Alley. First Love says, all topic alert. Best movie TV remake. Ooh. You know what's so funny? Hojo said MASH. MASH wasn't a remake though. But Hog says Training Day. Ooh, was that a remake though? I was gonna say only because Goldberg was talking about it. The Longest Yard. He was in The Longest Yard. So that was a good one. But remake. Gone in 60 Seconds. My car guy is showing. Gone in 60 Seconds. Yes. That was a good one. I'm trying to think what other remake was really good. Mario says Red Oak is good stuff. Yeah. Touches to make sure you stretch before you go outside. Don't want you to get hurt. Steven says, well, folks, it's been fun. I got to go. Y'all take care. Have a great upcoming week. Good night. Yes. A weekend. Good night. Yes. Hey, thank you very much, Steven, for hanging out. Really always appreciate you being here. Hojo says, mulberry is good wood. Ever use sassafras wood. Smells like root beer coming out of the stack. So, Hojo, I'm gonna be honest, but 100% disclosure, I really don't like mulberry. Mulberry is one of those woods that if I see it in my pile, if I see it in the cart, like you see, I have a cart that I bring in, I fill up this cart, and the mulberry is part of the wood or some of the wood that I save for after I wrap everything up. I just don't know, like mulberry gives me a taste, a flavor that I'm not 100% a fan of. Does it work? Yes. Does it burn? Yes. It just, it's something about it that I'm not a fan of. And I think it's more so that I'm a bigger fan of oak, cherry, oaks, white oak, red oak. We don't have any post oak in my area. And then of course fruit woods, so cherries, apple. But that mulberry, it's something different about it. It just, it smells different too. Laura says, thanks, Dash. What's the work today? Closing, deli, but sick. Yeah, what's supposed to work? Good night. Take care. Bye for now, Steven. Holy shit, Batman called Robin on the gasket. Yeah. MASH was a movie first. Okay, then they made a TV show. All right, Quantum Leap. So, it's crazy, Marlon. I am so interested in watching Quantum Leap because as a kid, it was one of those things where Scott Bakula, those of you guys, if you know, and, Scott is my government name. So, I almost gravitated, but whenever I saw a Scott doing something, I'm like, yeah. So I used to watch Quantum Leap. So that was pretty good. But I am very interested in watching the new Quantum Leap, just because, Marcel says, have a great night, Steven. Take care, my friend. Yes, indeed. Did Goldberg have a python or an anaconda? I don't think he had a snake. I thought that was Stone Cold that had the snake. Chacha says, I love Post Oak. Yes. Also, The Flash is a remake. Huh. I can't stand Post Oak. I prefer apple or peach. All right. So I wish I had enough peach. I do have a bunch of apple. So those of you guys remember that have been around for a while, I had 2 apple trees in my yard. One of them actually fell over. They both are pretty daggone dead. But one has completely fallen over, and I have rounds that I need to split. Just been lazy, like really lazy, and I haven't split that apple. Mario says I still need to try peach. Isn't mulberry a real light wood? Wait, no, it is a heavy, it is a dense wood, like for real. Pine, if you pick up splits, and any hardwood is like dense, even when it's light and has season, it's dense. You pick up pine, and you ever pick up this is one of those things, right? My kids are solid. I'm solid. My wife is solid. You know, my kids are solid. My cousin, her daughter was like a beanpole, okay? And it was one of those things where I picked up my cousin's daughter and I almost threw her through into the ceiling, because when I picked her up, I was expecting her to be dense. And I picked her up and I was like, oh my God, where is your kid? Like, she doesn't weigh a thing. My kids were all solid, like dense, muscular, okay? That's how I feel about pine. And also, when you burn pine, it smells different. I cook with my nose a lot, and pine like smells different. Definitely, pine smells different, as well as it's very, very light. Anyone who's ever had some pine mixed in with your wood, your odor, you know it when you pick it up. Operator's just slow burning. Yes. So all hardwood is slow burning. Jack says, in the movie Longest Yard, anaconda or python? I don't remember. Operator said pine is like picking up toothpicks. Yeah. No mesquite here. I'm not a fan of mesquite either. No, Grumpus, man, not fat. Fluffy. Shoot, they were solid. They're solid. My kids are still solid. Operator said I only use pine outside, never in the smoker or in my fireplace. Yep. Marlon says good night, everyone. See you all next week. If you haven't already, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Nice to see you. Thank you, Marlon. I appreciate you, man. Definitely, it's about time for me to cut out as well. I got to get up in the morning, wake the kids up. Well, I wake up. Taste tester number 2, he gets up and out earliest. Then he wakes up taste tester number 1, and then taste tester number 3 gets woken up. It's, we have a routine here. Laura says left or right leg. I don't know what you're talking about. Hardwood equals nuts or fruit woods. Yes. Chachi says time for cold beer. I'm out of beer. I had 6 beers left. Yep, back to work for me. It just felt like I need to say hi tonight and interact a bit. Well, operator, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much. And seriously, do not become a stranger, man. Obviously you see, I'm abrasive, but I'm like a 3000 grit sandpaper. Okay, I'm a polish. All right. Hojo says everyone have a great weekend. Good cooking. Yes, indeed. So I won't say I'm gonna enjoy it, because I'm just gonna let that fire do what it's gonna do, and I'm getting ready to head in the house. But really appreciate you guys being here. Seriously, I can't say thank you enough. And if you have not already subscribed, please do. No, it's not like that, man. You the guy I could sit and drink. Oh, yo, you and me both, man. Listen. Join us on a Wednesday, and I sit and drink. We can sit and drink for us all. Kyra Cooker says, what's cooking? Did I miss it? Yes, unfortunately. Oh, well, you know what? I will show you what I cooked tonight. You know, I started the fire, and then my taste tester number one, he coerced me. I cooked some chicken skins tonight. I had these chicken skins left over from a cook this past weekend. I cooked, it was 8 pounds. It was 8 pounds, I think was the order. 8 pounds of pork and 8 pounds of chicken. So I had some boneless, skinless thighs that I did. I took these skins off of the thighs and I cooked them. And yeah, I just have been super busy. Yeah, it's all right, man. Longest Yard movie Goldberg had a large member movie trivia fail. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, they were talking about the movie in the podcast that I listened to or watched actually. Tasha said, I'm still waiting for you to come to Houston and have a cold one with you. Dude, when or if I come to Texas, I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to be Austin. Not for nothing. Texas is too damn big, man. I got to like pick an area to go to or be in, and that's it. So when or if I am in Texas next, you guys will know. You will know. I will let you guys know. Even though I might try and make it a surprise, but you guys will know. Anyway, I think I am done. It is after midnight for me. But I really want to say thank you again for hanging out. Hey, Bumpy, have a great evening. He said he's working overtime until 1:30. So be safe out there, dog. Anyone else who is watching on the replay, can you comment replay down there for me, please? Just so I can say hi to you in the comments. And thank you personally for watching. And, Chachi, you let me know, buddy. Because, I'm just saying. Just saying. Tell me which way you want it. Operator. Just good night, my man, and everyone. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Chachi says, I don't know if I ever go over there. It's far. I already know. Damn it, why do I have the hiccups? Oh, goodness. Bro says, okay. Going to Austin? I see your Cali friend. To see your Cali friends. Yes, I guess I am. Yeah. Mr. Chachi, what you know about that? Okay? Oh my God. Freaking hiccups. Okay. Next week, remind me to tell you guys about the time I had hiccups for 3 days straight. Yeah. All right. Ourselves is Take Care Dash and all. Great to see you. Yes, indeed. Jack says, later from the playground. Bye from us both. Hey, Jack and Betty, you guys take great care. Betty, you take better care of yourself. I want to make sure that you are here next week to be able to give me grief when I step away from the camera. So I will have you know, it was always, when I stepped away, it was always to check on my project in the corner and to get more beer. I have not taken a pee break, so I'm going to go now and take a pee break and then go to bed. So thank you guys so very much again. I know I keep saying thank you, but I really do mean it. Hiccup count. Hey. Chachi, good night. Laura, good night. KB, why you gotta be worrying about the hiccup count? Why y'all gotta be counting everything that I do? Grumble says good night, dashing everybody. Y'all slap that like on the way out. Yes, please and thank you. And hush, Laura. Those of you guys who are still here, like I said, watching on the replay, comment replay down below, and just laugh at me for having hiccups at this point. Anyway, thanks again, and I'm gone.